background a little bit. Like you sound like you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, bro, you in the back. You might want chip her up with that motherfucker right quick. What's people? What's going on with it? We got another one. And another one. And another one.
My keys.
Hey, we're gonna be talking about
You got a lot of.
this hanging situation. We're gonna be talking about this hanging situation. People happened down in Mississippi and Chop actually found one too. So we're gonna be talking about that tonight. But first of all, how y'all doing, people? How's everything been this week? What's been going on with you? And all that good stuff. Y'all already know what time it is if you've been here, but if you haven't, I am Silent Child 17.
P dot on the spot.
P dot in the back. Chop Tracks in the building.
We about to come through like a Mack truck on your neck. But anywho,
they do got a lot of shit that's been going on this week, though. I think the mirror
it's definitely
that's been definitely chipping up. Now that's like if we talk in New Orleans or whatever. On a worldwide scale, it's been the race war that everybody been talking about. Everybody been
that
saying
they tried.
And I would say this. I would even go a step further. I think the reason why they saying they need the troops down here is because they know something.
P, take one of your files down, brother. Go ahead, Jack.
You see what I'm saying? I think something is about to happen. They know, but they not.
The witch's brew, huh? They cooking up a little gumbo, chat. That what you're saying? They cooking up a little gumbo.
For when the shit do happen, that way. Because guess what? If they ain't got the National Guard down here before race war start, they in trouble.
Something tells me that it's not gonna go the way they think, because I've been this been tripping me out about that situation, Chop. I've been seeing other races help push so-called white supremacy. It's weird.
Well, yeah.
You ever seen that? it's weird, bro. That's one thing that just got me with a lot of this stuff, bro. Like I was telling you offline, bro. That Charles Kirk thing is still lingering, bro, and they been finding out who this man been working for, and it don't go with his beliefs, John. Don't go with none of his beliefs. Somebody said something to me. Shout out to Lex Will. You know who Lex Will is. Like Will said, how you conservative and talk about black people the way you do, but you doing business with Candace Owens right next to you, so you can't but actually believe all that bullshit you say about black women when you got a successful black woman right next to you.
See, look.
I said, boy, it's a murder.
I was talking to
Pepe
about it, and like I told them, I said, son, the reason the man gotta even have an argument is because he know how to get up under your skin. And most people don't have the information, so they don't know how to stick to the facts of the information. You're gonna go with he gonna say some shit about black people and crime, and you're gonna get pissed off instead of being calm and saying, oh well, look, black people are only 5% of America. There's no way that we're doing all this crime in America. It's 65 or something like that % of y'all. So how the fuck is black people responsible for all that crime? And make him answer questions like that. They not doing that. They just
exactly with his Cabbage Patch baby head ass, man.
Your skin. So now you arguing back and forth versus getting the information out. That's what he do. That's why I see he ain't get a real nigga up there that knew what they was talking about. Because if he did, nigga would have shamed him online, or they would have never showed that video clip.
Yeah, it just seemed like he did. A lot of times, it seemed like they did, even for promotion and for a production, Chop. I think they did this. They purposely picked emotional people that probably didn't have a quicker logical understanding. Yeah, I think it was a part of that baiting thing, because a lot of the like Lex Will said, bro. It just made me think about that. I'm like, damn, and she do be up there talking crazy too. But it is weird that he speak against his black woman is so dumb and you can't trust him and like all the
But
stuff he was
standing
saying, but
on
he's
hard.
doing it right next to Candace doing promotional tours and stuff. Chap, I'm talking about making good money. You hear me? To spit that bullshit. And I
Yeah.
think people get blinded by that, when it really come down. A lot of these people wouldn't be able to sell us all this bull crap if we understood the actual play at hand. He can't possibly believe in and I'm not saying it in a way to help up for the motherfucker. I'm just killed. I'm just saying respectfully for the dead. I'm just saying that when people do that to you, sometimes it's a play behind it. These people, if you pay attention to them, you really can see that they really not into what they into. It's a facade. It's phony. It's fake, and it's for a reason. And now people get caught up in
blinded by
emotions. Or they
flashy
like to
words.
show. I'm gonna say that. Say that backwards. They like to. I'm gonna say that again. They like to show it's our people that's falling for a lot of this rhetoric when their own people is also falling for the same rhetoric that's making them feel like they superior when they one of the most impoverished, raggedy, redneckish and all this stuff about their own people. You see what I'm saying? Y'all got your own problems, as y'all can see. Tell them little YC stop shooting your schools and your Catholic churches up and all that.
Man.
Y'all ain't had a damn board meeting or nothing about that stuff yet.
They never do.
Nope.
Yeah.
They never do.
They never do, they never will.
So
soon as a nigga kill somebody, cause they family been beefing or a nigga that killed their people or something, this, that, and the third, here they come. Now y'all want to say something. Now y'all gun violence and this, that, and the third. But
shout out to the OG Pepper PJ.
Man, the same guns they use.
DD 504 salute.
Using in the street. Like I always try to tell people, like switches and all that type of shit. White people been having that. They legally sell switches on shit. They go hunting. Anyway, like I said,
well, face that, y'all. I don't see us up there.
Oh shit.
In other news,
somebody video.
I want to take this first. Well, y'all already know how we do, y'all. We do the other news first, and then we get into the topic for tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Sit back, relax. Or if you got to go get your little cold drink or something, your little juice or your little drink, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or you got to use the bathroom, go do all that right now or in a few little minutes or something. Or if you just here for the topic, you know what I'm saying? We dive into our other news first to get it out of the way, because sometimes those on the spot, you know what I'm saying, videos and news clips actually spark a lot of great conversation. So we bust it open like that, people, and then we come through with the main topic. So y'all check my dog out right quick, you know what I'm saying, with our segment called.
A lot of what we've been hearing lately is, what we was talking about, the race war, black people versus white people. I'm trying to figure out why are they so enraged with us behind them killing one of their own people. What? All right, I'm coming. I'm about to play the video.
America's elite figured out early on that the easiest way to protect their wealth wasn't with guns. It was by turning poor whites and poor blacks, enslaved blacks, against each other. Back in the 1600s, after Bacon's
enslaved
rebellion,
whites.
Rich landowners saw poor whites and poor blacks fighting side by side. That scared the hell out of them. Unity meant that the ruling class could lose their land, their money, their everything. So what did they do? They invented laws to separate poor people by skin color. They handed poor whites just enough status to feel superior while keeping them poor as dirt. That was something that W.E.B. Du Bois called The psychological wage of whiteness. Its manipulation so old, it's practically America's favorite pastime. The truth is, white supremacy has always been a tool of the elite. It's not about poor whites gaining power. It's never about that. It's about making sure they never join forces with poor blacks to demand real change.
What you say on that, Peter? Until Chop come back.
I gotta honestly say, man, it sounds like it, right? But we all know that they didn't exactly just turn poor whites against blacks. We've already seen that through our research on the show that when we had the power, we allowed them to join forces with us and make decisions and so on and so forth. And then eventually we started getting voted out of our power, and that's when all of the different laws and regulations. So it didn't have really nothing to do with the elite, because the people that were on the same governing boards and so on and so forth like that were. It's just that they started allowing more people like them to convince them, hey, look, we could get more of us in here by voting them out. Then once we get them out, we can start making laws to keep them out. So I don't think it's because if you really look at it, we can elite black people that do that same type of shit. Like, I mean, so I don't really think it has nothing to do with elite. Because the elite gonna be elite regardless of how it goes. They always gonna be the ones controlling the money because they're the ones who set the game in play. But the people on the poor scale were the ones who played themselves. That's just my thoughts on it. Like, I think we did it to ourselves, allowing other people to join forces with us when we already had the power and the control. Should have just kept our shit to ourselves and left well enough alone. Fuck them. Oops,
I think a lot of, and I don't think a lot of people actually understand that part of history too. Yeah, when they tell stories. I mean, hey, if y'all in the comments, let me see if y'all listening and y'all have a point of view on that situation. We'll be happy to hear. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think that's the connection between us having a conversation about it and people actually, soaking it in and being more observant and being more, inquisitive. You know what I'm saying, about what's going on, or as they, like to say about George, curious. You know what I'm saying? Be more curious about a lot of this stuff. It's not always about agreeing. It's about disagreeing. If there is an actual disagreement to be had, that way we can assess all the evidence. It's how we roll over here on Blunt Talk. That's why it's called Blunt Talk, because you get to speak freely over here. Now, me personally, I think she missed a couple of things too. Because remember, P, I always preach to my brothers about white cargo, the slaves before the time of Christopher Columbus and after, that were brought here to the Americas. Now, a lot of people don't understand about how trade routes actually work, and all trade routes were not just in boats.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a lot of times you have a history that goes back further. And let me just I ain't gonna go too far. I'm gonna stay in this round. Okay, Irish people. I'm gonna start right there, since people kind of still is fresh with the slave story with the Africans coming here, right? Okay, Irish people was a part of that slave, was part of the trafficking of people as well, human trafficking. That's what they call it today.
Right.
Human trafficking was done by different sectors of people from different areas that had people that were sold into slavery. This has been a art, a business art since people was counting time. So this thing has been around for that long. So with that being said, we have to realize how things happen in order to understand what actually happened. And my point of view is they still, even though she said all that, they still train her to believe that all black peoples were slaves and it was just poor whites. No, ma'am. It were slave whites. Y'all was selling y'all babies and everything to plantation owners. And some of those people were black and some of those people were other things. So we have to pay attention to that too as well. Because remember, black and white didn't mean the same thing as it means today as far as a race of people. At one time, calling New Orleans was disrespectful. That was white boy slang, foreigner slang for the people who took over the area. So we have a strong and long culture, and for people to cut it off at an African slave trade, is disrespectful to the information that I know now. You know what I'm saying? Not only through books, documentaries, and other resources, I'm gonna say, but also through archaeological stuff, like stuff they find into this day that's older than the artifacts that's coming from Africa that's supposed to be the oldest. So if y'all still finding stuff that's old, that means there's a piece of history that's missing that we're not discussing for some reason. And yeah, it's disrespectful. Whether you believe well, Africans was probably the first sailors. Then they all said they was already selling over here. They was already over here, and then they did that. I say, well, if you say that, then if you're one of those people that say that, then you can't push the transatlantic slave trade story, then, because it can't be both of them.
Right. That's
either
true.
Christopher Columbus discovered America, and then we came on the boats, like Roots be telling you, because y'all forget that was just a movie. That Alex Haley plagiarized from a woman, a black woman and a white man, and he blended it together. He did like a Tyler Perry move, Peter.
What they call that?
He stole the Wayne's. He stole Keenan Ivory Rain's style. Yeah, a mashup. Yeah. Come on, man. And ran with it, P, and became a damn billionaire. But just
real quick,
just those little things. I hate for people to not little things, but those big things. I can't ignore them, P, when I hear people talk. You know what I'm saying? So when she said that, it was like, yeah, ma'am, that means that means this could be something you need to pay attention to as well. You might do some more digging if you believe in everything you about to say after that. Because for you to say that we was working together, well, what happened before that then? Where we were working separate. And then we were forced to work together. Like, what was going on? Oh, like, man. And I know people might say, well, yeah, it was the Ku Klux Klan. They was beating up white people who didn't. Yeah, they was. It was. All that was a part of that. I get that part of it. I get it. What did we fall for? I'll be thinking about that sometimes, on our end when we speak about situations like that, And I think the lady had great points, but I definitely believe it opened the door for more research for people if they're really interested in what she was saying.
Mm-hmm.
Guess you could go ahead, Pierre, play one of mine, whatever one you want to do until Chop come back. I don't know if he had more, but
Alright, I'm
we can
about to
keep the
get
party
it set up
going.
right now. Alright,
And
let
see
me
if you
get
can
you
put
set
our
up.
names back up there, because I don't see the names neither, P. Under our face.
Wait, I'm
We
about
sitting
to
up
see
here
if I can do
looking
that
like
right now.
looking like a fake ass Nelly Vanilli.
No, not that one. I don't know what a name.
It should be about the font,
I
right?
know that ain't it.
Or the title. Font or title. Yeah, fine.
On my screen, the names are at the bottom, but as far as this one here, I don't know.
Because they showed disappeared.
I done went through every single one of them. No, I know that ain't it.
Yeah, it's not the shape. It's the title or something like that.
I don't know. Right. No, that's for the layout. It's not showing the oh, the hell. I wonder why I just kicked my whatchamacallit. Let me give me a second. Let me get your video lined up for you, brother. Oh, where's that? Why? Yeah, I don't see why it's not showing our names either. Cause you're right, they were there, but not enough. But yeah, man. So, like, I've really been sitting down thinking about a lot of the stuff that's been going on, bro, and it's literally been bugging me to know that I've been having that feeling about this for quite some time, as far as folks doing what they doing and all these different little weird shootings and the like the evidence is right in our face, but you gonna keep sitting there pretending like we don't know what we're seeing. Like we know exactly what we're seeing. And I think one of the biggest problems is that nobody or we don't have enough people actually standing up saying anything about it, because at the end of the day, when you have lynching after lynching and then turn around and say, oh, well, yeah, it was a suspected foul play, or whatever line that they come up with, it's just stupid. And it would be stupid of us to keep sitting there believing it. So,
that's a fact.
Wait, why it didn't pause?
Yeah, you could fix the. Well, look, since it ain't showing the name, just fix the bubbles to where we back on the side when you about to show you video.
Alright.
Cause you're right. I see our names at the box, but it's not showing up there for some reason. Let me see. Let me take other news down. Let me see if it pops up. There you go.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was. All right, so I got your video set, brother.
Silly. Need to slap my damn self.
Nah, I don't do that. All right, I got one of your
That was
first
just
videos
bullshit.
lined up for you.
All right.
Like, wait, where's the button to remove this? Oh, enlarge.
Yeah, one is a message and one is the lesson. Okay, this one is the lesson, Peter. And audience, this is a lesson for everybody. Look, and this how we rock over here at Blunt Talk. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have one person that's gonna, you might think, have a point. Is gonna have another person that's gonna have a great point. But listen to them together and see what you're supposed to do as a human being when you are faced with this type of adversity. And P-Dot and Chop, y'all could give me y'all take after he cleared.
All right.
I'm gonna cut the music down just a little bit.
All right, well, I'm gonna play it back from the beginning then.
Let's break the camera and take the motherfucker. Since you want to take pictures of people that want to be taken, you got me on camera? You got it? You want that camera? You want to keep it?
He said he's finna call
You
police.
want the camera? I ain't with them. I ain't nice.
Yeah, that's
If
fine.
them women don't want to be, them women don't want to be, and I want to, you see it? How about we just break that motherfucker? If they don't want to be, if they don't want to be filmed,
that's an assault.
don't film them.
That's up to you. That's an assault.
That's not assault. I ain't
That
gonna
is
touch
an
you.
assault. Even the extension of my property, that's an.
Listen to me.
You about to learn a valuable lesson today.
You're recording people that don't want to be recorded.
You about to learn a valuable lesson
You're
today.
recording people that don't want to be recorded.
All righty, buddy. You gonna learn a valuable lesson. He just said he's finna call on.
They don't want to be recorded.
Okay, I ain't got no issue with that. That's
You know
not
what
my
I'm saying?
problem.
Listen, bro, if it was me,
How about this? I don't want to be approached, but people still approaching me. I have no. Hey,
you can't record somebody that don't want to be recorded.
you can't
man.
approach somebody who don't want to be approached. I
You
don't want to
can't
be
record
approached.
somebody that don't want to be recorded
I don't
either.
want to be approached, sir. So don't approach me. I don't want to be approached. Why you approach me then?
Because you recording everybody.
See, everybody out here breaking the law. Then if you saying I can't record somebody from the public sidewalk, listen to what you saying, bro. That don't even make sense. Do it. Tell me to shut their blinds if they don't want me to record. Simple, easy fix. See, look at him. Now y'all making me nervous. Now he finna call the police because you tripping. Because he should call the police.
Yes. Bro,
Man,
this
you
is
tripping,
illegal.
bro. This is illegal.
Yes. You're recording people that don't want to be recorded, man.
I'm in public.
I don't care if it's public, but you're recording somebody in their business.
Here, man, I'm talking to an emotional person. Can you take
I'm not emotional.
Okay, listen, I'm about to say something.
I'm not emotional.
Okay, so I'm about to say something.
Go ahead.
And please take your emotions out of it.
Yeah, go ahead.
There's no expectation of privacy in public. I'm on a public sidewalk. Anything I see from public, I can record it legally.
Well, you think
Legally.
the police gonna let you do this when they come?
Fuck the police.
Bro, you crazy.
No, I'm not, bro. I'm actually teaching right now. You my student today. Just to hang around a little tight.
All right, listen. Let
And
me
you gonna
read
learn
you like this. Let me read you like this.
Go ahead, man.
Go record anywhere else. But then women feel uncomfortable, man.
Why you keep
That's not
saying
his
women? They say
problem.
people. They want equal rights in there.
The
Ain't
women
they
feel
ain't equal
uncomfortable.
rights? I don't want to hear you
I ain't
hearing
out
about
here
women.
for the people. I'm out here for the women.
Hey,
Them is my
But
friends.
you
They
keep
feel
saying
uncomfortable.
women. You keep saying women.
They
Just say
feel
people.
uncomfortable.
Just say those people in there. Because when you say women, they fight for equal rights. It's equal rights, right?
I'm not talking about the people. I don't know about everybody else. I know
so you
about the women.
personal. You it's a personal
The
thing.
women feel
Take
uncomfortable,
your
man.
feelings out of it, brother. Your
Listen,
feelings is
listen,
involved.
Listen.
He just called on.
Listen to me.
Go ahead.
All I know is,
What do you know?
all I know
Uh-huh.
is they feel uncomfortable.
That's all you know.
That's all I know.
You still talking about feelings. I'm talking about what I'm.
So they had a part 2 to that, but I didn't want to let it linger, Pete. Go ahead, give me your take on that, just that little confrontation right there.
Now, just right there, regardless of what brother felt, right? Like he said, I don't want people approaching me, but people approach me all
He said he
the
wasn't
time.
emotional though.
But he was.
You
He
gotta
was.
feel something. If you
'Cause
say
it-
whatever, if you say you feel
and
something,
when
that
you in
means that's emotion.
first,
Yeah, when as soon as you say that,
so
like it's weird.
so when you first go back to the very beginning of it, he said, "I'm not nice. You want that camera? How about we just break the motherfucker?" First of all, you came over here in your feelings.
Yep, very
Okay?
aggressive,
You came over here in
ready to
your
fight,
feelings.
ready to be
Off
violent.
top, with a drink in hand. So that tells me right there, first of all, before we even go any further, one, you've been drinking. Two, you coming to the defense of these ladies because you think that's gonna make it be like it's an easy play for you to get in with whatever which one you trying to get in with. Still, you in your feelings on both of them. One, you got alcohol fueling one, and you got alcohol fueling another. The liquid
Oh,
courage
he was
don't lie.
playing Mac Daddy Captain, huh? Mac
Yeah,
Daddy Captain Saber
right.
with the Chiefs.
So you in your feelings all the way around. Your physical feelings and your emotional feelings. Because now it's like, oh, the ladies feel uncomfortable. So the man like, bro, they don't have no expectation of privacy in public. Anything I see in public, I can record. Yeah, but I'm not talking about that. He said, bro, they fought for equal rights, right? So really, they don't have no
Peaches said,
expectation of privacy. So, yo, what she said?
Peaches said, Peaches said, this is crazy. Person record people. I don't like nobody doing that shit.
Well, Peaches, I hate to tell you this, friend. If you're out in public and someone's recording, whether they're looking at you or looking past you, you don't know that they're recording you until you see yourself on the news, right? You have no expectation of privacy in the public, right? That's like celebrities saying, I just want to keep my private life private. You can't. You're a celebrity. Your life is public now. So there is the only expectation of privacy that you have is when you are
Wake up. You
the
right,
only
Pete. Cookie.
expectation
I
of
just wanted to wake him
privacy
up.
that any
We
and
had a hibachi
everybody
grab.
has is when you are in your own domain or a domain at which you're renting or paying for privacy. That is the only time you are expected to have any type of privacy. Even if they were in a restaurant and he was recording, it's a public restaurant. I can record what I want. You don't like me recording you, then you exit the scene.
Let me flip
That's
it
just
for you,
how it
Pete.
goes.
Just look, that boy. What if you just recording your children, or just say you had children? I don't know if you had children or none of that, but let's just say you filming some family members, y'all out and y'all record, and a man come up to you and snatch your stuff and say, "I don't want to be recorded. Don't be recording me. What are you doing?" And slam your phone on the ground.
Now, this be the moment that they should follow that link up there in the top of the chat and jump up on the stage.
Now,
You can turn
sometimes
your camera on,
I
turn your
respect.
mic on.
No. I respect I respect y'all being in the comments too, because I'm really trying to get them comments up too. I like to, see what they thinking too, versus, putting that type of pressure on them. Let them, whatever. If they feel comfortable, they already know. Y'all always welcome up here if y'all want to come up. But I just was asking that quick question for him, P, like right quick. You know what I'm saying? Where we could really get a perspective on that, because people don't like to be recorded. But we have to also understand that there's laws behind protecting them and you. So so it's respecting people's space is one thing versus, what I'm saying, getting all in people's face because they did you something. I think the emotional part was right what Ron was trying to tell him. Because the dude, the story goes on to say that the guy actually was doing a job for somebody and he was recording the front of the building for him. And they had some ladies in the window. So he come and security come out there because he said he was doing the whole street. Yeah, they say he was doing the whole street. So they the one stopped him basically. He said, ain't nobody else stopped me but y'all. He said, I could have kept going. He said, but y'all don't want to stop me talking about this and that is this the whole, Kansas City man. Oh, I ain't nice like them and all that. He's not even security guard.
enough to get his
He out there
life
helping up.
trying to be captain.
Security guards ain't saying nothing.
I'm not
Now
nice.
this went on for a little minute. Now look, one of the main security guards of the building, Peter. One of the main, he pulled a knife out on round. Like he was about to blade cut him. He looked about like he was about 58, Peter. So you know them old rednecks like to pull
They
like to pull one of them knives.
They let him
That pulled out a knife. Like he had a whiskey chalice in his back pocket. P, you should have saw it, bro. It's not that long, but I didn't want to just have or give you all the videos and all that, bro. But the story continues, and the man just finished cooking them with the laws, bro. The police come and agrees with the guy. Like, yeah, bro, you're right. What he was telling them, everything he was telling Fat Man, the police was saying yes, because the people supposedly had called the police for him to get him arrested. But the police came there and was just like, nah, it's good. And he stayed there until the guy walked off or whatever. But hey, man, lesson learned though. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's good to just leave people alone, even if you think they're recording you and all that. Look back to see if they still recording you, or if they just walking with their recorder forward or recording something on a building and something. That's not for you to go up there and tell that man about recording no damn building. Them people is not paying you to do that. You are a civilian. Remain a civilian. Don't become a Kansas City chief security guard.
Stay in a civilian place.
That's your friends. Because that's your friends up in the window. What are you talking about? And then you jump to conclusions like I took. But he jumped it. You're right. And don't jump to conclusions, neither, people, because that man was not on no perverted shit anyway. The man was doing his job. He was working, people.
Right. Had a pen and paper in hand and everything, just letting everybody know, look, that's what I get paid to do.
See, it got bad though, PP. It got bad. The man was asking for information. The police couldn't tell him. He was killing them out there.
Mm-hmm.
Man, let me see you. Yeah, man, the police was like, huh, what that is? He said, oh, you don't know what the C something. He asked for some kind of a number thing. And he said, yeah. He said the full name. Then the police going like, oh yeah. Oh yeah, we don't call it that, Joe.
Why don't you? Look, why don't you?
No, you know that.
I'm the one that's gonna push
it's
that
probably
flag,
a police.
Like, why don't you?
It's probably a police talk. Where if you ask him that, and it's like, he probably gonna keep lying. So it don't even make no sense to ask him that. The man already know the code. He heard it from a police or
Oh, he knows it.
I don't know, bro. They were trying to play reverse. He does know it himself. They playing reverse psychology. Like the man ain't supposed to know this shit, but he actually knew it, and they try to play it over. Yeah, bro, it got bad out there though. He was schooling him. Fat Man was shutting up too. He made Fat Man shut up for a minute. You saw he told him, bro, you crazy, bro. The man not crazy. He telling you what's up. So you gonna call the police, bro? Yep. So what you think the police gonna come? Man, fuck the police.
Right, real quick. Fuck the police.
Yeah, people. I was about to say play one more time, but go ahead, bro. We can keep it rolling, bro. I got one more for you. Which now this goes into what Chop was talking about too with the white lady. I think if the white lady had this information too to add on to what she was saying earlier, she might have a slight different point of view about how it actually happened. Because there is a play at hand that people as a majority don't understand what happened and what is happening in the present and what they're trying to keep going into the future. So it's just a quick little quote. The man gonna, give us a little quick one right quick.
Okay, wait, what video is it?
It's I think it's in black and white.
Let's see, black and white.
You probably don't even know. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, because I don't see
Was
a
it
black
on
and white video.
YouTube? Was it on YouTube?
Not sure. And my screen is
No,
buffering.
I'm talking to myself. I'm talking to myself.
No, I'm saying
If
I can't get it.
I saved it. Oh, you're not playing it off YouTube. You playing the recording?
No, I'm playing it off YouTube.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's probably why.
Yeah, I would probably have to go to your search history and look for it.
It's in the messenger. It's in the messenger, but I don't know if I don't know if I sent it to you through. I don't know if I put it on YouTube. I think it came off of Instagram. I think. But
no.
Yeah, you could go ahead though. I'm about to see if I can find it.
Okay. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna get the screen together to share. I want y'all to check this out, man. Like I got several things I want to play for y'all, man. And I don't know. I think that people are misunderstanding what's going on with this Charlie Kirk situation. Like we've shown last week, and I wish I would have been able to do this last week, that there are multiple different angles and multiple different things that they talked about. Some of this stuff is stuff that I just recently, let me see, yeah, this is the stuff I just most recently found. And I think this is another tactic into baiting people into a race war. So I want y'all to listen to this and tell me if y'all think this is our own people trying to bait us into a fight that we possibly have no reason, a fight to get into that we really don't have to get into, and possibly have no real world chance of winning. So check this out.
Fuck his wife and fuck them kids. The bitch knew who she married because she shared the same ideologies, and trust and fucking believe that she's gonna impart them ideologies on them fucking girls so that they can carry his racist ass narrative. That's what they gonna do. So fuck all of that. Fuck everybody that think black people gotta have empathy. The motherfucker literally said he hates the word empathy. We are literally giving him what the fuck he wants. That is what he wants. He said gun violence is the price you pay for the Second Amendment. It is what it is. He died the way he lived, talking out the side of his motherfucking neck. He didn't want empathy. So why the fuck are y'all trying to force us to have empathy? Pisses me off about these saltine ass crackers. For them to say violence is not the answer. White people who are the fucking originators of violence.
Yes.
Not just in this country, but around the fucking world. Everything white people have achieved in this lifetime, in any lifetime, has been through fucking violence. You bitches came to a land, and because it was not all white, you murdered the fucking Native Americans. Then you were so inferior and so fucking inept to build on said land that you had to go and have a transatlantic fucking journey to go to Africa to then steal African people and make them slaves, men, women, and children. You raped them, brutalized them, mutilated their bodies, and when they couldn't make the trip, you tossed them overboard. Then when you got here, the violence didn't stop. It continues, and it continues today. And y'all got the fucking caucasity to fix your barely there ass lips to tell us that violence is not the answer. Fuck you and the unwashed pussy you pop the fuck out of. Because I'm tired of you motherfuckers. I'm so tired of white people. Y'all can take this however the fuck you want. I am tired. If you ain't that type of white, then I ain't fucking talking to you. If you feel some type of way, you the exact bitch I'm talking to. I am tired of y'all with the non-violent shit. Y'all just want to be violent towards us, but you don't want the violence back. That is why y'all created white supremacy.
Watch the full episode exclusively.
You know, I think, bro. Lady got some motherfucking points, bro. Just like the white lady.
Yeah, she do. I just wish she would have left the transatlantic slave part out. I don't, you know, we don't believe that shit really happened the way the fuck they keep saying it happened. We know that already.
Oh
You know
no.
what I'm saying? It's like,
Right.
but
That's what I was
again,
saying
if
about the white
you,
lady when she said
you know,
when she left white people out of slavery. Yep, that's the same feeling I
yeah,
got.
they
Thank
quick
you.
to wanna,
Glad you
but see,
said that.
that's
They
another
leave certain
paradigm
shit
that
out,
they,
and I think they do that on purpose.
yeah, they do that on purpose because they don't want it to be known that they were slaved first by their own people. You were slaves to your own kind. That's the weird shit. How you were slave to your own people? Like I get when blacks had slaves over here, they only had slaves as a matter of recourse because you know they felt like it was the thing to do. Yeah, I was a slave. I can get some slaves. I treat my slave. No, you shouldn't have never had slaves. And so any black person that had slaves needed their ass whipped. And I'm just saying that as a matter of recourse because the shit's true. However,
That's how you feel.
look
Yeah, man.
looking at what
Talk
we're
your talk,
looking
bro.
at,
That's how you feel. Tell them
like
people.
we gotta understand that if this was a person who said he doesn't believe in empathy, he doesn't want empathy, then I get it. Yeah, why should we have empathy? Right? Why should we?
Yeah,
But how much
that
of
shit
all
did
that
leave
we
people.
know, right? But this the thing. How much of all of that we know was utter bullshit? If we know the truth
Mm,
behind all of the statistical data that he be sitting up there spitting out that ain't actual factual data, it's just shit you running off at, like you say, out the side of your fucking neck. You know, if you
right.
talking out the side of your neck, you just saying anything. And like I wanted to say this while you and Chop was talking about it earlier before we got into the segment. People are blinded by flashy words. Uneducated people get upset and be ready to fight because they don't understand what you just said because you have a better way of speaking than they do. So for all of these so-called white people that want to incite a race war, you're inciting a race war or want to incite a race war based on the fact that you have no in-depth knowledge about what was actually being said. And to all of the so-called black people that want to incite a race war against the whites, you are just as equally as guilty as the whites that want to incite a race war because you should understand that, like my brother said earlier, if we only like 5 or 10% of the population of this country, why the fuck we trying to get into a battle we can't fucking win? We outgunned and we outmanned. Because at the flick of a pen, the president could say, you know what? Wipe all that shit out. And even though our brothers and the sisters in the military will probably, hopefully, stand up and say, sir, we cannot do that because that is taking on a role that we did not sign up for. We signed up to protect these people and their constitutional rights to be able to defend themselves against tyranny and so on and so forth. It would still be a lose-lose battle for us because the justice system is not going to make provisions for us the same way that they would make provisions for them. So if you want to fall into this race war bullshit, go right ahead. I'm sitting this one out, coach, because I got something to live for. Now, if they come my way with it, then I gotta bring it to them how they come in at me with it. Like when I found out this young man that the segment is about, the first thing I said is, I don't think that no college student that's at any of these states that have real racist ideologies and so on and so forth should be armed. You should be armed. I don't give a damn. If you're going to try to kill me, I'm going to take at least 7, 8 of you motherfuckers out before you get to me. You see what I'm saying? Point, pew pew. Point, pew pew. And keep pew pewing until you pew pew no more. And then whatever happens, you better run. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I'm just saying, like, this whole racist ideology thing, I'm starting to feel like Dick Gregory. If you want to get rid of racism, stop talking about it. But I know that that's not going to happen. I know that there will always be systemic racism as long as we don't have the people that's in the position we need them to be in to be able to change systemic racism, legal racism, medical racism, educational racism. We got people in there trying to fight the good fight now, but they're not up high enough in the ladder. And that's just I'm sorry, I'm ranting.
And when they get up there, they get freaky, Peter.
And lose sight of what you got up there for. That's the other problem I be having. That's the other problem. You get up there in the position of power and then forget that you chose this position
Hey,
to
you
be
got a
able
fucking
to
job to
really
do.
make a difference.
Hey, man,
Stick to the
make a change. That's right.
stick to the script. Don't just go up there talking that shit, that cash money shit, and then, well, I'm here for my constituents, but then don't do nothing. I don't want to hear you ain't got enough help. They got a lot of black women sitting in Congress right now. They got a lot of women sitting in congressional seats in the Senate. Y'all can make some shit happen. I don't want to hear that. And you're outnumbered by the men. But if all of y'all put y'all brain together and say we're gonna do this for the people and start standing on business, there's nothing that should be able to stop you. And that's just me looking at shit as the obvious fucking fact. So, that was my first in other news, and I wanted people to understand that we can't keep letting people talk us into something that we don't have any in-depth knowledge about. If a white person is not coming at you sideways on some bullshit, don't go at them sideways on some bullshit. Because at the end of the day, like I said before, the legal system is not going to show you the same kind of empathy, sympathy, apathy, or whatever type of thing that they would show the white folks. So that's that part. Another thing for y'all.
Sure.
I want y'all to know that we do what we say we want to do as far as protecting the truth. I want y'all to look at this thing. Y'all tell me, is this okay? And well, not is this okay. Some of this stuff that people be doing, man, I really don't think that people really find myself. Yeah.
Wow, there's something wrong with
it. We can't protect the children, right? So I like this. I started following this group once I found them on Instagram, and a lot of the stuff I've been following that comes off of Instagram. Actually good to watch. But I like this particular page because they go out and they actually are catching these PDO people left and right. And when they catch them good, and the police be right there with them. Check this out.
Order. Is there a manager here?
I am the manager. Why am I being filmed right now, though?
Is there an Alvin here?
An Alvin?
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you Alvin? Hey, did you make my curly fries? Can you look at this real quick? Yeah. They're cool, but there's this weird meat in here. This is weird meat. If you could come have a conversation with us over here. What's up with this meat in here?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yeah, man. I mean, I wanted the number 13, but I don't think you should be sending this to 13-year-olds.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You don't know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. This is you right here, right?
Yeah, but I mean, you can get that off the internet anywhere.
Oh, you can? Well, we also have an hour-long phone conversation with you, and you also say you want to meet us out by the trash can area.
No.
Oh, you didn't say that?
No.
You said because I don't need long to have you moan in pleasure.
No.
Your friend here, he sent images of his penis to what he thought was a 15-year-old
I'm gonna
boy.
need y'all to exit my store, please.
Oh, okay.
Exit the store. I'm calling the cops.
Oh, you should call the cops.
Oh,
Can I-
Anything
check
involving
them
camera,
out.
we don't allow.
Okay. Would you like to hear what your?
No, I need to leave my premises right now.
Well, we gotta wait for the
Right
police
now.
because we have to file a report about your
You can do
employee.
that at the police station.
Off the property.
Off the property.
So you don't care that your employee?
No, he picked that officer
Mm,
and at his own
good question,
residence,
Jay.
not at my place of employment.
Well, he wanted to take a 15-year-old boy to your place of residence right over there. He actually wanted to have right there at that trash can. Good. We have a man in there. He was trying to meet what he thought was a 15-year-old boy right out here next to this trash can. He took off running. He took off running. Go get it.
Sorry for the quality of the video, people.
See, I'm not the bad guy, y'all. I'm just trying to help. Then why are you false advertising, man? You indeed do not have the meat. Oh, he's gone. Oh. Wow, there's something wrong with this order. Is there a manager here?
I am the manager. Why am I being filmed right now, though?
Is
The boss said
Yeah,
you false
bro, that was-
advertising. You indeed do not have the meat.
Man, shout out to Gideon, man. He been on that rampage, bro.
For a
He been on
minute.
a rampage. He been on his job with that, bro. I'm glad he stuck to it too, because for some reason, you know, that part of TikTok and other streaming services, for some reason that's not getting the views that these other streams is getting. But that little dude, you know, when he was doing pranks and, you know, pulling up to Umo Johnson and exposing people and having and doing the pranks, he was up there, you know. Now I barely see his videos unless I'm going to look for it or something like that. So shout out to Gideon, man, because his fat hamburger helper built ass, he built just like the fucking glove. He's sitting in the motherfucking Chipotle? That was a La Burger spot or something. He in Orbis. That's who. Timmy ain't
That's why he
cooking
said
the
what he said at
cheesesteak.
the end. That's false advertising.
Yeah, he got the
You indeed
meats.
do not have the meat.
That is
Yeah,
dirty,
bro.
bro.
But
This man here
right
built
there,
like the goat. What that ghost on Ghostbusters? Remember that nigga? With that marshmallow.
Stay Puft Marshmallow Man.
He trying to meet a 13-year-old bro by a dumpster, man.
Uh-huh.
What type of time you on, bro?
Sent them the D pics and everything. Sent them D pics.
Man, how
and
he
everything.
did that? Man, what kind of iPhone he got that could do that with his fat ass? What the fuck?
I tell you, bro,
man.
These people be playing games, bro. Real crackhead games.
Man,
But you
Peaches
know the old saying,
Peaches
play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
Peaches, what is wrong with these people? He is a grown fat ass man, and he trying to meet a little 13-year-old boy, and he trying to play it all smiling. He thought he won something from Mr. Beast or something. He thought he was about to win. You seen him like he had a prize or something. Like, get your dumb ass.
That boy honestly did not think that through. Like, bro, but that's what I don't understand. How is it possible that somebody who's doing this privately, right? They're doing this very privately and catching these PDOs left and fucking right. But we got law enforcement with all the money in the budget in the world not catching none of them. You relying on private civilians to do your job for you? Is that what we done got to as a society? where civilians gotta do
Well, hold on,
criminal
P. I gotta
investigative
stop you
work?
now. I gotta stop you now because we do talk about pedo operations that them people have done did. Remember they caught like 135 of them one time. So they
Yeah,
do have certain things,
they
but
do.
I kind of get what you're saying too. At the same time, it's not on the scale where it should be because this shit is becoming an epidemic. To be honest with you, more and more people are
Right.
thinking it's okay to be with these kids. So I definitely see what you're saying. Peters, that's great. Is I can't. His big burrito smelling ass sitting up there talking about he want a motherfucking little boy, man. Come on, round. What is going on, bruh? And
I never
look how you
did
get caught. Let's talk about.
at
I'm
work.
glad I said that. Peters,
At
let's
fucking
talk about
work.
let's talk about our co-workers and our fucking managers who's helping up for this fuck shit. What about them motherfuckers sitting up there telling this man, oh, he shouldn't be doing that instead of saying, oh, bro, you could clock out. Peter, I would have told him,
You
he said
are
what?
fired.
Oh, you could clock out. Man, you look,
They ain't
I
no
wouldn't even
clock
have to
out.
tell
Get
him
the
he
fuck away
fired.
from
That's
around
all
here.
the P, listen to me. P, I ain't
That's
gotta tell
all
him none of
that.
that shit. He not coming back, round. That's what I'm saying. You're missing me. I want him to keep smiling and playing with Gideon on his way out the door. So when they catch his pedophile ass and the police and shit come and pick him up, he don't even have to. He signed P. He out of here. He ain't coming back,
Right.
dog. In my mind. But that's what I'm gonna tell him though. That's what I'm say, player. Go ahead and clock out. Nah, I don't want to hear nothing. Nah, player. Hey, bro. Hey, bro. The man said he got your gym jank and everything, like my people be saying. He got you. He got you with your tulip. He got you with your tulip in your hand, bro. Everybody dumb and crazy.
Everybody dumb and crazy.
Man, they helping up for him. They like, no, you get out of here. No, well, we don't care about. Come on, you gotta care about something.
You can't do that in my shop. What? You don't own this motherfucker.
You gotta
place,
care about
lady?
something.
You just a manager.
But look at your
here.
bad reviews. But Pete, okay, even if she's speaking for the shop, she shouldn't have said that if it's not her shop then. Because guess what? That could bring bad reviews to your shop, knowing that you're what? Helping up for pedos. Think about it like that, Pete. Come on. That's how them the children look at it now, bro. They will tear your ass up on Yelp and all that with your reviews for your shop, bro. If you harboring pedos and stuff, man, them people don't play with that shit. I done seen it happen, bro. They'll shut your shit down. They'll shut it down, bro.
Know what it was. And think about it. If we, you know what? This is a good idea. Every time you catch a pedo in a place, a business, and they talk about meeting somebody in the place of business, and they get caught, boycott the fuck out of it. I don't give a fuck. Boycott it. All the workers that don't believe in that need to go on strike. I know you gonna get these
yeah, man. Me going them. You know, me going them ain't into that shit neither, man. Them people they get busy with their people too when it come to that pedo stuff, man. Them people, they trying to put that bad blow on them people, man. No, they got some they got some
justice.
they got some stand-up hombres in that motherfucking Latino world, bro. That really drag them boys out there. Them motherfuckers will come up missing, playing with them dudes' daughters and all that, man. So yeah, man, shout out to y'all who be standing up for that, bro. Especially in y'all community, man. That shit everywhere, bro. They make it hard for hard workers like y'all, brother. Fucking right.
If you stand up against a pedo, you deserve props, man.
Yeah, I stand in solidarity, bitch. As we say in the water.
Right. So I'm gonna make this my last one because I wanna free the way up for us to get into the subject, man. This kind of goes into what we were talking about as far as the main topic, but this took a whole new twist. Second grader hung in school bathroom by fourth grader. The parent speaks out. Y'all listen to this.
Oh, hold on, P. I think that boy Chop was gonna talk about that.
Well, where is he? Wait, he played
I'm
his in
talking
other
about
news first.
That's why you misunderstanding what I'm telling you. I think it's for the second.
Yeah. I thought he was talking about something else though. All right, well I'll pull it down. I'll put it down.
Yeah, just giving you a
But
heads
yeah,
up on them, so we can move on. Then we could go to the, you got to jump into the segment. Then people, just straight up like that. Then if you don't got other news, or something else you have, we could jump into the
I
segment.
do.
It's
I
cool.
got one more.
Okay.
That'll take the place of the one I was about to play. But this one here, bro, this another thing I want to talk about too. And I'm kind of glad we was able to get off on that one. So I want y'all to check this out right quick, man. It's crazy. So it's the little thing down here at the bottom in the pink says, so when black politicians and councilmen had a chance to turn the city around but neglected it, now y'all stand together. Our people in politics positions are so full of shh. Now Whitey steps in and now y'all want to stand together. Remember, I just was saying that, huh, bro? And
Which
I'm
people
telling
be
you,
feeling
bro.
some type of way when niggas talking like this, bro. People do be feeling
Right.
some type of way. You right about that.
We shouldn't have it, bro.
Is that a Hummer? Is that a Hummer
with
on
no
all
wheels, my boy?
Or y'all saying? Or they
Putting on
saying that
fucking
the
bricks. They saying that crime so much of a problem that niggas done stole all the tires off a fucking Hummer from a military vehicle.
God. Damn,
Now I'm
bro.
gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I know. I know.
This is comedy relief.
You could literally buy a military grade Hummer for like 5 racks. For $5,000, you could buy a military grade Hummer. And I'm not bullshitting you. I'm not bullshitting you, dog, because I looked it up. You can go to US Gov, go to the US Gov site and buy government surplus for little or nothing. When I say little, bro, I saw a fucking armored car for sale for $5,000. I'm sorry, for $10,000. An armored car, a full-fledged armored car, for sale for $10,000. So looking at this, I want to just say this, but this is just get back on topic. I just was having a discussion with my co-workers today, and one of the guys brought up the fact that the supervisor basically left me in charge of the crew. Well, like I told him, brother, I said it's not that he exactly left me in charge with the crew. He just trusts my judgment when it comes to doing certain things. Right? Now, with that being said, you also have to understand that if you're part of my crew and I see everybody else working but you, if I see this man throw 100 bags and I don't see you throw but 20, but I done threw like 100 bags, right? That means everybody that was with me while we was throwing them 100 bags, they need a break, right? 100 bags, that's 5 pallets. Bro, you've been sitting out there about 15, 20 minutes. Get in here. Go throw some bags. Man, you think you everybody boss. Bro, you've been sitting down, bro. People tired. It's hot out here. I'm not trying to be your boss. I'm just saying, go do what's right, bro. Go throw some of that work in there. Right? So when we look at the politicians, it's the same fucking thing. How long you gonna sit on the sideline and ignore the work? Then when somebody who say, bro, get your ass in there and go do that fucking work. Now you wanna say, oh, let's join forces and stand together. No, get your ass in there and go do what the fuck you been supposed to been doing. Now, so let's look at this, and y'all tell me if y'all think I'm wrong for saying it.
I want, and as the eyes of the world are on Memphis, I want the world to know Memphis stands together. This morning, we learned that the president and the governor are looking to bring federal resources to our city, which include the I want to be clear. I did not.
And what he was saying was the National Guard. Because crime been out of hand in Memphis, Jackson, Tennessee, and a bunch of other places out there in Tennessee that crime just like we've never really had as many broad daylight shootings down here as the fuck they've been having up there. And we ain't talking about just no couple of little shots fired. We talking about full-fledged goddamn gun battles where countless innocent people getting hurt. You know what I'm saying? So when he say, "Oh, they diverting federal resources," just say they sending them people up there to get the shit under control. The same way I've been saying for a long time down here. If the NOPD, the mayor, and city council don't get crime under control in this city, they're gonna send the feds down here, and the feds are gonna take it over. But at some point, either you're gonna call for help, or help is gonna be forced on you, and you're not gonna have a choice in the matter.
But the numbers didn't already went down.
That's a great point.
Yeah, but the numbers. But look at why the numbers went down. Now, Chop, you got to think about it like this: how many times the Fed's been down here in the last 5 years?
The numbers then went down already. Now, what you asking me? How many times the Fed's been down here
in the last 5 years?
I mean, they got a head.
You talking about Memphis, I think. Or you talking about New Orleans or Memphis?
I'm talking about down here. I'm talking about down here in New Orleans. How many times?
Oh, y'all switched then. Right.
Hey, how many times the Feds?
No, if you was talking about Memphis down here, we could say the crime down in Memphis.
Right, but look what it took though.
He was saying, well, look, child, he was basically saying that either you're gonna look at it like they tan the communities up until you start asking for help, or somebody's forcibly gonna come and bring in the help. So which one it is, and I think that's what he was talking about basically when you say the crime went down, so basically y'all was kind of going into the same direction basically.
Yeah,
if the crime is down, then what actually happened, I guess, or what's really going on in that area.
At the beginning, I think that is something that they know that's going to happen, because they can't say that, oh, we're looking at the numbers and numbers looking bad, we need to send help. They can't say that.
Yeah, they definitely lie about. They definitely use their own narratives for statistics all the time. Child. We be busting and debunking their goof ass with that shit all the time. So yeah, it's weird to me too, fellas. And I think that was a good point. Like he said, remember the whole thing was our communities are tore up, tore down, and raggedy, and people crime and stuff is by their story, not by the truth, by their story, by their thing to to keep that shit going. It's either gonna be you're gonna ask for it. Well, there ain't nobody helping us. We need help, or it's gonna be, well, look, bro, this bitch tore up. I'm about to send in some help, even if y'all ain't asking for it or not. Well, then what you gonna say then? Well, we ain't want your kind of help. That's like a homeless man say, I don't eat no damn tuna.
I feel you.
You hungry? Give me a sandwich. I don't eat no damn tuna. And it's not a bad or right or wrong thing or none of that type. It's just a perspective of how shit is being spewed out to everybody. That's all. It's crazy, bro. But sooner or later, people gonna have to make a decision about their communities, regardless if they think Trump doing it or the local mayors and stuff, bro. It's a crazy world, and they pulling people all kind of ways with that bullshit. Dividing people, I think, is one of the main things, tactics that is being used against people right now, man. It's damn near becoming a fad. I heard Mike Epps say that about people having no opinion and responding to everything and thinking that these opinions actually have some kind of validation towards somebody or used to rile people up in ways like y'all was talking about earlier with the race thing to react a certain way and stuff like that. And he was saying basically it's like a fad, it's like a trend, it's like something, the new thing, like the new Jordans or the new Nikes. People are using their opinions for fad rather than actually, using it for truth and actual real solid opinions about shit. Right. But yeah, fellas. Anything else you Chop, did you get to see any other videos before this?
No, I didn't. I came in on
Okay.
talking about that.
Okay, cool. Because I was just gonna ask for your point of view on any of that, but it's all good. We could keep it pushing. You want to say anything else with the Memphis situation? Leround on all fours. Is this a real picture? Let me ask you that then. Do you think this is a real picture, or you think this is like some some setup shit they be doing with Christ, like the crisis actor type shit? Did you think this is? You think some niggas in Memphis did this, like they showing it to us, or is this, a setup? What you think?
I think it definitely could be both, but I do know with the way shit going right now is leaning towards.
That's a good one. When you said that, guess what I thought of? When you said that.
Setting the shit
so they got some niggas, yeah. So they set the shit up and got some niggas to do it.
Yeah,
that's how it went. Yeah,
I believe that.
They beautiful like that. They beautiful like that. No, I'm glad you said that.
It's
Thank you.
easier to get niggas to do it. It's always niggas to do it, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Especially in the nigga neighborhood, right?
Yeah,
you don't
a white
go
person
get a
not coming in the neighborhood and
he's gonna look like a thumb. Thank you.
Like, why y'all keep thinking it's a white person that's gonna walk down the street? It's not about to happen. Like, even if they is walking down the street, they ain't doing nothing stupid because they know one thing. All the people got to do is come outside all at one time, and your ass is grass. That is a wrap. If you don't go back inside, you probably can't even go back inside. Like, just being real, like, because niggas will knock your door down. But yeah, no, man. You gotta hire niggas to get to the niggas for niggas to do it. I don't know why everybody. Don't get me wrong. I do think it's
If y'all don't believe my dog too, go look up COINTELPRO. This was an actual FBI setup for the Black Panthers. COINTELPRO.
When you think about it, if you start the people out, you make them need the money. So it's like they made.
Or you get them out of jail, Tab, or they release their time. Especially because they like to get jailbirds too to go do their dirty work too.
Money the priority versus family or your tribe or whatever it is. They made money the fucking priority, and it's not family or trust or love or whatever it was before that kept it just that. Like, just imagine a world like I was telling my daughter that.
Oh, you going deeper? Okay, that was some historical shit you just did. I got you. I'm with you.
Earlier, like if you think about it, just think about if they ain't have rule. Like, she seen this lady come outside, she ain't have no shoes on, and she was talking about her down bad. Like, yeah, I ain't gonna never be one of them come outside, without my shoes on, Dad. I'm like, that's good. I said, but think about it. Think about if it was all grass outside and they ain't have no concrete. Wouldn't you go outside in your shoe, without the shoes on? She was like, yeah. I said, well, at one point in time, we ain't had to put no shoes on to do it. Like, they made us do all these different things to make people.
To adapt to the environment.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, to adapt to the environment. That's a fact.
Or whatever. So they got niggas that need money, and because they know the white man got it, they'll take his money just to say, look, man, I was able to get my family out of this, but you didn't sold 100,000.
I did good business. I know. I'm glad you bringing that up.
You didn't. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not talking about niggas that literally got sold up the road. Like, actually was doing the same work. Actually was doing the same thing. In a nigga literally
putting the same time in.
Left you at the same. No, I ain't talking about. I think people saying I think when people say that, they talking about the people that didn't know, and nigga ain't wait for them to get on, if that makes sense. 'Cause I think
yeah, man, Peter, I was mentioning that earlier. Yeah,
people be knowing the shit, but I think niggas be not everybody, but
right.
most people want that hand up versus I did the work. Look, don't turn me. You can't turn me away. I did the work. Like, look at what I did. I did this, so now I should have this. This is why. You know what I'm saying? Because they always ask you that shit when you get on a job interview. Well, what makes you the person for the job? You know what I'm saying? You just gonna be in that bitch saying, "Look, yeah, fuck, I seen my people working in that bitch, so I thought I should be able to work in that."
Thought I could do.
You know what I'm saying? You gonna run one of them, or you gonna say, "Yeah, look, I went to school for this, or I went to this class and got this."
Yeah, you're gonna speak on your accolades. Period, for real.
That's always my answer. I feel confident in my ability to do the job.
Look at him. All right, Pete. Man, here, man.
Certifications for the job, though, did you?
My work experience.
Exactly.
See how you do? See how you do?
There's always a nigga.
See how you do
in the room. It's always a nigga. Every time.
You could have left that alone, dog. You could have just said, "I got you."
No, because he got the fact that
we don't ask about your. We not worried about your resume, P. You are.
He's gonna speak for them.
But it's good advice.
Motherfucker don't know that. A lot of them dudes that be
but everybody
asks.
But like Chop saying though, people might not catch that like that and just be totally honest with these people when you need to know how to talk and stuff too. It's just a different way of how people approach the type of job. That's all too. It ain't always the time what you put on there or what you tell them to. Sometimes they might already want you. They just trying to see if you ain't fucking crazy. Or dope fiend or something, but
don't even be on
yeah,
there.
Man.
You got the job already. You just don't know it.
Yeah, you might talk yourself out that bitch sometimes by talking too goddamn much about some shit you had no business even mentioning. He be on the spot. You already know, right? My dog though, he be trying to handle business. Yeah, he be trying to handle business and he get it done. Shit. But yeah, Child, we was about to definitely get into the segment too, though. You kind of right on time.
Yeah, please. Did you show the little boy that got hung in the
He was about to, and I told him you want to hold that for your segment, so he dropped it down, and we gon' he just showed the picture. Yeah, he just asked the audience about it. He so you good for your slab. So yeah, people, we about to dig into this. Yeah, we about to dig into this segment, y'all. Y'all already know how it go. Blood Talk Nola, yo, comment. If y'all got something to say about anything before we get into this, like, subscribe. And you can comment now live. We do a lot of lives. But you could also, in the lives, if you watch them on the replay, you could also comment in those in the replay too as well. Leave your comments. I'm definitely been digging into all our accounts and been trying to answer people more. So definitely, people, y'all, just keep giving us y'all input on what's going on. 2 Mississippi hangings, fellas. One was a black man, one was a white man. For some reason, though, civil rights, NAACP, and everything is getting behind. Oh, and our favorite lawyer, y'all, Tongue Crump the Tongue, is pushing. I'm sorry. Is the family hired him in this whole situation? They actually want a separate autopsy too, fellas. I don't know if anybody gonna speak on that. Y'all could definitely bring all that information. they have a video with the cousin, I think, who was saying basically the police are lying, yeah. He's saying that they lying, about the autopsy and stuff. Because the little dude, he said the little dude's legs and shit was broken, yeah. They say the dude was, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all gonna talk about that, good. Just hold that, because that'll definitely be informal for the people when when your segment come through. So yeah, I just want to start it off. I'm glad my brothers dug into whatever they want to talk about with this situation, because it's a lot of information out there, but I just wanted to quickly just give y'all a quick brief detail if you haven't heard about it, and a quick update on what's going on. And I'm gonna pass the mic. And I got and they barely, and one more thing too, and they barely not talking about the actual white boy too. If you actually go and try to look for him, you have to find his name and everything, because when they talk about this situation, they stop even talking about it was two people that was hung around us like an hours apart from each other. So yeah, that was kind of strange to me as well, but there are groups that are advocating for both men, and they're looking at it from a perspective of people are getting hung, not just a black man, and not just and forget about the white man who got hung and all this, or separating and dividing, or to give a fuck and all that type of shit. These are people, and these are like I said, black militia groups as well. They are advocating and speaking out for both men. Black Panthers are the new Black Panthers are one of the ones who are actually advocating out there as well. So if y'all want to go do any research on that and check any of that out with the protests, new Black Panther Party, TikTok, Instagram, and all that there. But like I said, I just want to give a brief, quick update and just let everybody know what's going on. And also give y'all a look on what actually happened to the white boy too, if y'all didn't know what was going on. So yeah, be just run them, player, and we'll talk about whatever we want to talk about. And Chop, like I said, and P Dot, if y'all wanna, chime in between the video or pause it or say whatever y'all want to say the situation, y'all more than welcome, dog. So let's get it poppin'. Where is my lighter? Shout out to Peaches. Shout out to DD504 with us live, man. This has been a good one. And Pepper PJ OG in the building came through and hollered at us. Appreciate the love from Blunt Talk Note.
This evening, the Mississippi State Medical Examiner says 21-year-old Trey Reed's death on the campus of Delta State University was a suicide.
Yes, sadly, that report lining up with the coroner's initial findings. WRG's Mike Sirianni is in Reed's hometown of Grenada as it rallies in support of his family.
An hour east of Delta State University, here in Trey Reed's hometown of Grenada, news that the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office ruled suicide as the cause of death for the 21-year-old freshman drew this reaction from Mayor Charles Latham.
It's more than just community. The nation is mourning this.
Mayor Charles Latham responding after the state medical examiner echoes the initial report by the Bolivar County coroner that no signs of foul play were found when Trey Reed's body was discovered hanging from a tree Monday on the campus of Delta State University.
It does look as if those two reports are consistent, and we have to take those facts into consideration.
Thursday, Mayor Charles Latham stopping by Lottie Dottie's ice cream truck, ordering a sweet treat.
Delicious!
And in the process, donating to a fundraising effort for the family of Reed. Madison Millette, the owner of Lottie Dottie's, announcing all proceeds Thursday from sales will go to Reed's family.
So I just came up with the idea to do his fundraiser and give the proceeds to his family to help with this tough time they're going through right now.
That's I'm on my way.
Word spread like wildfire about Millet's fundraiser. Many in this area devastated by news that Delta State University freshman from Grenada was found hanging from a tree on campus Monday, dead.
I just felt like we should support the Reed family. It was
Sorry
a
for the
devastating
audio.
loss for them,
Sorry for the video,
and
people.
we want to do what we can
It's
for our
froze.
community.
The community is expected to come together Saturday at 6 p.m. for a year. Charles Latham says emotions over Trey Reed's death extend far beyond the 21-year-old's hometown.
Got a lady from Massachusetts called all the way down here. She's going to provide balloons to be released there. She's going to provide water. We've had people to call us there providing those.
What you going to provide, man?
chemicals for us out there. So the whole community and people actually from across this country are coming together to support the Reed family.
For your news leader in Grenada, Mississippi, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Good to see people coming together to support the family like that. Mississippi Congressman Benny Thompson, by the way, had called for an FBI investigation into Reed's death. The FBI said it would be ready to step in if local
authorities. It stopped.
Yeah, I paused it.
It was skipping too, but I think they heard the gist of it though.
What the fuck? You're going a lottie-dottie. I mean, I get the fact that they you know, the young lady that runs that ice cream stand or that snack stand was doing what she can to help contribute to the family for the burial expenses of the young man that lost his life. But the mayor of the city didn't sound like he was at all interested and or concerned about the situation as it is. Why wasn't he talking about, well, I as the mayor am requesting that the feds come down here and take a look at this situation, right? You see what I'm saying? You giving us the fluff. I'm recommending that the family get an independent autopsy and look into the situation about the young man's past. You know what I'm saying? I'll use whatever resources I have available at my discretion to help the family find out what happened to their child other than the initial report. You know, they said they didn't suspect foul play, right? So I took the liberty of looking up what foul play was. And foul play, in this sense, computer freezing up, I'm sorry, y'all. So foul play in this sense, fits the category. Let me get ready to put up on the screen because we've heard several times over, especially when the so-called black police chiefs and so on and so forth get up on the microphone, and the first thing they say is they don't suspect foul play or this, that, and the other. So as soon as I get a chance, I'm gonna pull this up and show the people what the details of foul play really are. Oh man, here we go again. Give me a second, y'all. Computer tripping. Come on now. I gotta get this back up and running because this shit's crazy, bro. And this if this don't paint the picture for you that they playing in front of your face, I don't think you understand.
Chop, you can speak on that right quick while he get that together if you want, though. Mel, I thought the fucking Mel was selling raffle tickets. This nigga here, man. He sound like he's selling baseball tickets. Yeah, man, Dippin' Dots giving the free pizza. To say free ice cream. Come on, man. The 100 churn come to the. So the people is definitely out there. He had his seller's voice on. I don't know why he had a seller's voice. It was like.
He looked like an old.
It was very. It was very car salesman-ish. It kind of threw me out. The hat and every fucking thing. You know, I did kind of, you know, get that vibe from him, which was weird to me. Just looking for empathy in this situation. I thought he didn't even sound like he was heartfelt about the situation. You know, he was more happy that people were giving to the family and people were, which is a good thing too, but it's like, let's find out what actually happened, right? That's why these people are giving to the family, because of what happened, and we don't really know what happened. But by you doing it the way you did it, you automatically giving up on what's going on, because you going with what the autopsy them told you, you know, that nothing didn't happen, but the family believes that, you know, there was foul play at hand and the police are trying to cover it up. So you gonna, if you thought you was sounding neutral, nigga, you wasn't, nigga. You sound like it's over. You just ready for people to give to the funeral or give to the family for whatever expenses they need. I mean, that's a good thing, like I said, but.
So right now on screen we have what is foul play in law. In law, foul play is a colloquial term, not a formal legal one, referring to any criminal violence or activity with malicious intent, often used to describe suspected murder, homicide, or other dishonest acts that result in harm to a person. It originates from unfair acts that result in harm to a person. Oh, I'm sorry. That it originates from unfair action in sports, but has been adopted by police and the public to signify that a death may not have been accidental, but caused by human intent to harm.
To harm. Yeah.
Key
so yeah, even though it's not legally, so even if it's not a formal legal one, it still is, like he said, colloquial. So it can be implied when it comes into trying to explain what you're trying to say once law enforcement and everybody else is saying something else. That's what you tell them. No, I don't believe you. I believe that there was foul play. You know, so
correct.
For the people who don't know, that's common use.
Right. So the key aspects of foul play: criminal violence. The term often implies criminal intent and activity leading to serious injury or death, such as murder or homicide. Unfair or dishonest acts. It can also refer to other dishonest or unfair behavior that are illegal, though typically in the context of serious harm or violence. Notice all of these are ending with violence and death. Suspicion of intent. The core idea that a harmful event was not an accident,
serious harm or
but a deliberate, right? But a deliberate act with malicious purpose. Now, the other two I don't even have to read, but that's the basis of why do we keep allowing these so-called black police chiefs, captains, or whomever to say what they're saying. They're playing in front of our faces. Because there's no absolute reason that we should not believe that this was foul play. No, I don't see a person being able to hang them god doggone selves. And we know the old way of hanging means you gotta find a branch strong enough to support the weight of the human body. And the only trees that are strong enough to do such thing are those old oak trees that are found typically in the southern region of Mississippi, Alabama, and Louisiana. Georgia, Tennessee, Arkansas, more of your southern states, right? So why do we keep allowing these people to play in our face and tell us that there was no foul play, that it was an act of suicide? And another thing that we should take note to also is these are not your typical police we're talking about. These are so-called black police. I call them the token Negroes because they're going to put them in our face. Because if a white man would have stand up there and say, we don't believe that it was an act of foul play, that it was suicide, it would be a big, big problem. Right? Because the first thing we would say is what? They covering something up. So what do? We're gonna put a black person up there in the space of a police chief, or commanding officer, a captain, a lieutenant, or what have you like that, or a police spokesperson, and say what? You're gonna tell them what we want you to tell them, and that the fact of the matter is he hung himself. How many times have we heard that in the last 3 years that he did it to himself? It was just there was no foul play, but he did it to himself. How many of these so-called black people gonna go to their grave with that lie? And what would you say if it was one of your children that were found hung from a tree on a campus at a university, or hung from a tree on the side of a road somewhere, and the police chief
hung
say,
up in
oh,
the
he
dome.
did it to himself? Look, he did it to himself. It was suicide. There was no foul play involved. What do you do as the police chief then? Because what if they don't know that child that they're doing this to is the child of a fellow officer in blue? Then what? Are you going to start standing up and telling the truth about the situations then? Or are you still going to keep rolling with the story? So I just wanted to put that up on screen right quick. I'm going to get back to your next video that you ready for, bro. I'm sorry I took a little bit of your time up. I'm sorry about that.
Yo, that was a good point.
That's how I'm saying.
Thank
Everybody,
you, Chop. I appreciate
everybody
it,
got
man.
this man here. That nigga trolling, man.
Yeah, that was a good point though, because he was already saying earlier how they gotta put a nigga in front of you. You know what I'm saying?
Well, today, Delta State University.
They got to. They always gotta put a nigga in front of you to tell a nigga what's going on. But and in hopes that ain't no black man gonna let them do you that like that versus you know what I'm saying. That's the part of it. Like, they know they can trust themselves with a nigga versus a white person because just on the level, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just, but nah, you can't. That shit go past race, or so-called race. You go past skin color.
And that's what I'm really hoping that people understand that this is some bullshit. And who's to say that this now? The other thing is a lot of people attributing this to the fact that Charlie Kirk just got killed, right? Or unalived. I'm sorry, I don't want to say the word killed. I do say unalived. And a lot of people are attributing this to the fact that that man was assassinated in front of thousands of people or a couple of hundred people, something like that. What if this was something that was going to happen whether he got unalived or not? Then what would we be saying? Because, like I said, a lot of people attributed what we're talking about on this segment right now to that man, or trying to tie it to that man, or intentional unaliving by his own kind.
I understand what you're saying. It don't make logical sense because their own kind unalive their own kind. So why would you even want to retaliate to somebody else? And y'all basically did that shit to yourselves. So
wait, I got one for you, Chop. Blame the niggas for it.
I mean, that's a big stretch, though. I mean, like, it's not even close.
No, you've been getting that thing been getting used for years.
They could use retaliation, like, oh, that was retaliation for.
Yeah, for Charlie Kirk. Blame the niggas for it.
I thought you were talking about the white boy got hung too. Like I was telling you, the white boy got hung too. I thought you were talking about. Oh, that's it.
Look, blame the niggas for that too.
But that's what I thought you were talking about. That's why. Yeah. Like, it could be. I don't. But like I said, I'm still waiting on. But I'm still. Let's not forget this though, fellas, while we thinking about it too, right? Because all these is great points. And people have to start questioning what's going on like we doing up here. This is another thing. What does the parents' separate autopsy say? That's what I'm waiting on, fellas. Because then this will tell the tape of what is actually being told to us versus what's being, forced on our brains of what actually happened.
By the media, right?
Yeah, because once they do their own, separate autopsy. Remember the Kendrick Johnson story, fellas. Police told that lady something different too, huh? Remember them parents? But when they did their separate autopsy, they opened it around back up and he had fucking newspaper in him.
Stuffed all through his body.
How soon we forget that this can happen, and I think that's still fresh in people's heads as well. So, people are quickly ready to jump into something too. Like y'all was saying about that baiting situation. Yeah, OG, Pepe, yeah, we gonna matter of fact, we're gonna get into that after we finish talking about old boy too, because my point was just stepping back, people. So when we get the parents autopsy, fellas, and definitely we gonna, me, we gonna definitely do an update on this here, even if it gotta be in other news, fellas. But I just want to put that on y'all here too, because remember the parents are asking for a separate autopsy, and they got Ben Crump in them, you know what I'm saying, fighting for that too, as well. But you know why? Y'all know how Ben Crump do. Y'all already know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? Get the green and get in between. So if the people get something out of this, and it is foul play, y'all know how Fat Tongue do. He ain't gonna shut up. He gonna get it. he gonna let him have it because this is definitely a part of all that situation too. So I'm definitely waiting on that separate autopsy, fellas, because man, that's gonna tell the story, bro. Whether like the police say, well, no, there wasn't no broken legs and stuff. Because like I was telling y'all, all this is out there, fellas, that the guy actually had broken limbs and stuff when they found him hung. But the police saying, nah, none of that is true. It was just blatant suicide. Stuff happened on the dorm in the dorm room and stuff like that. So all this is out there, fellas.
Right.
But yeah, like I said, I just want to keep everybody up on what's going on, and then we're gonna we're gonna get into the other guy who was hung. I think like an hour, 30 minutes after. I think it was about an hour. Further down the road. Incident that happened, and this happened, not too far from what's going on at the Delta University. Okay, in that case, what message do you think they're trying to send? Okay, when you speaking of they, are you speaking of media or the person or the persons who are actually involved with these hangings or the news, because a lot of times what we was talking about earlier, there's this thing called COINTELPRO at the time when the Black Panthers were really trying to uplift our people at one time when a lot of bull was going on, but they would have FBI watch them, but they couldn't get as close as they needed to be to figure out what was going on. So what they did was they found guys who were in jail or down on their luck, like Chop was saying, for a little money or for some time out of jail. They would get them to sign up for the Black Panthers to get information to figure out what was going on. And this and through my belief and through what we have been doing research on, Blunt Talk and these, news clips that have been coming forth, we can see that those things are still in place. And this is one of the main things they use to infiltrate any group now. Just to relate to a movie right quick, just to make stuff a little lighter. The Black KKK, have you ever seen that with Denzel Washington's son?
No.
He was working for the FBI. And he had a voice, and he know how to use his voice as a Black Klansman. What? Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Chop. Yeah, he used his voice and infiltrated the Klan. And he was working for the police too. So at this time, the police were infiltrating Black Panthers and the Ku Klux Klan. But at this time, through certain leaderships, J. Edgar Hoover, one was more important than the other, and one had to be eradicated more than the other. So you had a lot of fuck shit that happened in between, what was going on. So I don't think that answered the question, because I really don't know which side you were speaking off of, but it's definitely a lot of what my word I like to use, manipulation. It's a lot of manipulation and infiltration inside of organizations that's for the good, and they're infiltrated. They have already been compromised, and now they're working for the enemy. But people look at it as a thing of inspiration, so they don't see the little signs that show that they're actually working for the enemy. A lot of these groups have been infiltrated. I think we just got to start paying more attention on what's going on versus, the good sermon that's they preaching out their mouth. Oh, she's saying if it turns out to be foul play, let me see.
Then there's definitely going to be an issue
if it turns out to be foul play, if it turns out to be foul play, then that would put the whole police force and all the aides under investigation for said hate crime and terrorism and all that. That would open the door for all that, RICOs and everything, because you got on the news and you got on national TV and lied and and lied in front of everybody about what was going on. Even your coroner lied. So this has been a thing too when it comes to black deaths as well. Pepper PJ, that's a great question, but yeah, this would definitely open the doors. So I like to have all of the evidence before I say, well, hey, this is exactly what it is. You know, I'm not a jump the gun guy on I'm gonna say it like this: I don't automatically know what's going on just by how the news presented it to me, because I know them for being liars and manipulators as well. So a lot of times I want all the information before I actually jump out there and say this is what happened, because by the family asking for a separate autopsy, it certifies me that I'm gonna have a definitive answer on what the fuck actually happened, because these people are saying totally opposite things from each other. So when you have a dynamic like that, it gotta be one or the other. There is no gray area in that. I'm telling you that his legs and limbs was broke. The police say they wasn't nothing wrong with him. He just was. He did it on his own. So that's cold and hot. You see what I'm saying? That's cold and hot. So when you have a dynamic like that, it splits. It splits the lie in half, and it shows the full truth of who to believe and how to go about the situation, especially when it comes to standing up for people, fighting for what's going on. Any racial tensions that's happening on these campuses, anything that has anything to do with that, we over here are definitely advocates for that. But we're not gate jumpers. We get every and all the information we possibly can on the situation. Check out the news, see what all the news people are talking about, and whatever chap here he might wait, they said this at one time. He might bring it forward. Well, look what they saying now, y'all. He might see something and say, well, hey, I got a whole different perspective on this. What if this happened like this? So all these things connected together, it helps us, not only solve the case, but actually, take this big old jumbled up information that they're trying to give us and make it make sense and put it all in the line where people could understand and really have discernment on what they should be riding for versus what they telling you to ride for, and who to be and how you supposed to be, and this is you and this how y'all is. That's it. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. When real stuff happen, people got to start really paying attention instead of just riding a wave or looking at it as a fad. So I'm definitely glad you asked that question. So I guess we know how the autopsy is going to turn out. Pepe, that's what I'm saying. We don't know. That's what I'm waiting on. I'm waiting. That's what I want to wait on. I don't want to just say that that's what happened. That's my whole point. I don't want to just say that, because statistically speaking, or not even statistically speaking, I ain't gonna say that. Through Blunt Talk NOLA on our own platform, we have been seeing the sensitivity in our own brothers who have been taking themselves out. It's been a lot of shootings, killing themselves, killing their whole families, PJ, nigga taking out their whole family and then doing themselves. Black couples, now. Talking about really doing this. We done talked about this on the show. So that's the only reason I'm not just saying, hey, this what happened to that little dude. We need to do something about this. Because it's a hanging. I know the significance behind hanging. I know the history behind hanging. I know what that form of a killing actually means through history. But these little kids today are different. They have way these little children is way more bolder. They have a different thought process of how shit actually go. And I think, we have to put that into factor when we listen to a lot of these stories about these young guys. It's up. Suicide rate is up for us. I remember, PJ, at one time you were looked at like you was crazy if you were talking about killing yourself or harming yourself or unaliving yourself in your neighborhood and all that. We didn't talk like that. That was a running joke in our neighborhood about how black people don't do no kind of stuff like that. That's white people stuff. But how has times changed? And I'm definitely not saying that man did do that to himself. I'm just putting all the factors out there. And when this autopsy come through, people, I'm telling you, I'm gonna give it about 2 weeks, fellas. When this autopsy come through, I'm definitely, if y'all see it before me, present it. Let me, you know what I'm saying, or let me know, or whatever, however we gonna do it. But this is definitely going to be an eye opener for the world, Craig. For the world, Craig. But Pepe Peach, I'm glad you brought that up too. P, after this one, go to the we're gonna go to, after P play this one, we're gonna go to the other victim of the hanging, and we're gonna listen to his story and go from there.
All right.
Sorry if I was long with it too, fella.
Well, today, Delta State University leaders speaking out about the death of a student found on campus hanging in a tree. Thanks for joining us at 4. I'm Troy Johnson. 16 WAPT's Ross Adams is live from the campus in Cleveland with the latest on the investigation. Ross.
Well, Troy, we could soon learn more about how Trey Reed died, even as we're hearing questions and conflicting information about what authorities told Reed's family about where his body was found. The 21-year-old Delta State student from Grenada was found on campus Monday morning hanging from a tree near the pickleball courts. According to the campus police chief, the chief state medical examiner started a full autopsy Wednesday morning. We should get preliminary results within the next 24 to 48 hours, according to the chief. The university forced to answer questions about apparent discrepancies. According to the police chief, the campus police, Reed's body was found around 7 o'clock Monday morning hanging from a tree. But Reed's grandfather says he got a completely different story from the Bolivar County Sheriff's Department.
He told me that they found Trey Reed in his room. And he didn't say possible
you heard
suicide.
That, Pepe?
He said suicide.
I don't have any knowledge of any calls that the grandfather received. I know I did speak to the grandfather for the next of kin.
He said the grandfather lied.
University President Dr. Dan.
This is crazy, people. Y'all see what I'm trying to tell y'all? Now y'all see what I'm saying? They're saying polar opposite things from each other, y'all. This is crazy.
I paused it right there because I want y'all to remember this. The first person that got up and spoke that was supposed to be the security for the school, the campus police chief, was a taller, about the same height, fair-skinned, a little, you know what I mean when I say fair-skinned, had wavy hair with glasses. Now where this nigga come from? Go back to if y'all can find the original, where he was talking to the police chief, it's not the same person.
And Ennis says they've only been speaking with the two people Reed gave them as his emergency contacts. The president wouldn't say who those two people are and whether the grandfather is on that list. Now, this incident has caused a wave of threats to the university online and with folks calling in to threaten the university. And that's why they've increased law enforcement on the campus in the last couple of days. But university officials insisting that the campus is safe, there are no credible threats, and that other than the tragedy of Trey Reed's death, the university is trying to focus and move forward. For now, we're live at the campus of Delta State University. Ross Adams, 16 WAPT News.
All right, Ross, thank you.
So this is what I mentioned. So for people still listening, this is what and for the panel, this is what I was mentioning earlier, fellas. Now y'all heard the grandfather say that they told him he was in the room and it was suicide. The news telling you he was in a tree and it was suicide. So it's
Ever wondered what your home looks?
It's a lot of, like I was telling y'all, it's a lot of split down the middle. They were versus theirs, y'all. And Brown saying, man, I ain't even talk to him. I don't even know. He act like that ain't the man grandfather not. Like, I'm pretty sure that man got a birth certificate and everything to prove he the around grandfather. I'm pretty sure. So it's a lot of crazy shit. Chop, give me your thoughts on that one before we move to the other victim.
Yeah, I think that's fucked up that they can't get on the same page, and they show you that they're trying to hide something. That, you know,
it does, right? It does look like a. That's what I don't want to, take that out of the blue too. But go ahead.
Yeah, that's really it. Like that's nice what they're trying to hide.
Because to be saying the total polar opposite, Chop, it gotta raise questions in your mind, people. It has to raise questions in y'all mind. I mean, the polar opposites. That man said that man said y'all told me he was in the dorm. Inside and outside. Come on, Chop. That should be hard for people, huh?
Nah.
Was he inside or was he outside? It's a lot of stuff. So go ahead, P, right quick, and play the next victim after that.
I'm gonna say this is one very plausible scenario right here. The grandfather might have been told that the initial situation took place in the
police say they didn't talk to him, no, P. Police say they don't even know what he talking about.
Right.
They didn't tell him that. I'm just saying.
Nah. But for what the grandfather is saying is, they're saying that, they found him in the dorm room. Well, what if the mistake was made that got slipped out? We found him in the dorm room like that. What if that's where the initial beating took place, and then the hanging?
Hey, it could be on the table at this point. It could be. Right. It's a possibility on the table, definitely.
That's a definite possibility now, because you got police telling you they found your grandson in the room unalive, yet now all of a sudden he hung in the tree some fucking well. Hold on. Which is it? Nah, I could
and he did it to himself.
And that he did it to himself. But where did all the information that the grandfather got that saying they called me and told me they found him in the room like that? Well, if they found him in a room like that, why is the news media saying that they found him in a tree by a pickleball court?
With no injuries and nothing, just up there, P.
Just in the tree.
Just up there. Have you heard it, bro? You know me, though. Y'all know I laugh when I'm nervous, bro. But this man, come on, bro.
Just really hanging out. He really was hanging out by the pickleball court. Who the fuck plays pickleball? I don't know what that is. I'm quite sure he probably don't even know what the hell pickleball was. Why was he over that way? And then I'm gonna tell you something else. I think they was dropping little gems and jewels in the videos when they were showing around the pickleball court and all that stuff, because they got a lot of white fraternities and sororities in that area, and they were showing a lot of these insignias up on the wall. Y'all ain't catch that, did you? I really think it's some. In order for you to be a member of this fraternity and or sorority, you gotta lynch a nigga. Now, what if that's some shit? Let's put that into play.
I mean that's all. I see what you're saying, but I understand. The only part I'm saying that I would say will be possible, just being realistic, is he died in the room, and then they hung him.
They right.
Because that's very possible. For his legs to be broke and all that shit. I think they see all that on the autopsy or whatever.
And you know what? I'm like this here. Do like Emmett Till Mama did. Put it in the media. Put the pictures up in the media so they could see that these people is fucking lying. Put it on Instagram. So put it on all the social media platforms. Even though they're gonna try to block it, put it on everything you could put it on, and let the pictures be seen. So when they come with that, oh well, that's fake news. No, y'all lied. Them people didn't make this up on y'all. Y'all lied about it. Y'all told that man y'all found his grandson in the dorm room, but yet his body was found outside tied to a goddamn tree. So no, I think that when we had these type of situations, you find broke bones, missing organs, and all that. Put all that, cut him open. Let's see where all his organs at. You know, let's see where the broken parts of his body at. Let's show all that. That way, they you know, like we be saying, they can't keep. You can only tell so many lies before you start telling the truth. Put the truth out before the lie even come out. The lie already was told, so let's put the truth in front of their face. But let me get back to my brother video. I just wanted to see
that silent last video. Oh yeah, move.
This the other video he was talking about right here.
Yeah, I'm back, fellas. Sorry about that.
Nah, you good. Oh wait, why did it mute? There it is.
Amidst this tragedy, a life was lost due to another hanging incident not too far from Cleveland. 12 News' Delisha Banks joins us with that story. Delisha?
Jalen, 108 miles south of Cleveland, Mississippi, leads you to the city of Vicksburg, where a second person was found hanging from a tree on Monday.
The Vicksburg Police Department responded to a wooded area near Ameristar Casino in the 4100 block of Washington Street a little after 1 p.m. Officials say they discovered a white male who was later identified as 35-year-old Corey Zucatis from Brandon. He was believed to be homeless, and one of his peers found him hanging from a tree.
He was homeless, but that particular area over there has become somewhat of a haven for homeless people. We also understand that the reason he was in Vicksburg, he's actually from Brandon, but the reason he was in Vicksburg is because he had recently participated in the River Rescue Mission, a part of their dependency program. Other than that, that's all we know. Again, our hearts and sympathy go out to the family, but we did make that death notification and they are aware of it. They were aware that he was homeless. And it's just something that, another one of those things that we have to deal with, not only in the city of Vicksburg, but in the state of Mississippi.
Was it foul play or was
Investigators detect no foul play with the death of Zucatis. His body was sent to the state crime lab for further examination. 1st District Illinois Congressman Jonathan L. Jackson, son of civil rights activist Jesse Jackson, spoke out Tuesday on behalf of what he calls lynching incidents in Mississippi. During his speech at the House of Representatives, he demanded a federal investigation be conducted by the DOJ to ensure justice and transparency. Congressman Jackson says, quote, "The echoes of these losses reach deep into our nation's history, a painful reminder that the shadows of racial violence and exclusion have not yet left us." End quote.
This matter is still under investigation. Be sure to stay with 12 News as more details become available.
Hey, fellas. Al Sharpton said him too. Let's get him on here because this racial stuff got to stop. and the less fortunate. You know, you had to put that on the end of it. Look, Pepe, of course, right? They're gonna say no foul play, huh? In both incidences, so everybody just feel like doing that to themselves from a tree, Pepe. This is in style now. I don't know. I'm gonna bring it to my panel, Pepe. What y'all think, fellas? Y'all heard the situation. The man is homeless, but he was helping people at one time do something. That's the only reason he was down there. Something happened, and he wind up where he wind up, fellas.
Mm-hmm.
Like, think about somebody from coming down here to help for the hurricane efforts, and they work for Houses for Humanity or something, and you know they just found hanging somewhere all of a sudden. You know, hey man, are we looking at this from every perspective? I just want y'all thoughts on what y'all think about old boy. Does it seem like it's tied into this? Do we have a serial killer on our hands, fellas? What y'all thinking? Just let me know.
They might. Copycat murders happen all the time.
I think something happened in that dorm room, and they trying to cover it up with the hanging. Now with the white boy, it's the same thing. Like, cause you can literally be, like people saying with the pledge shit. They probably knew that was like homeless city. Like they got a video where they walked back there where the white boy was at. And that shit was like homeless city or some shit or whatever. So
right, like Skid Row type.
Yeah, even though he was homeless,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, somebody could have went back there, been mad about some shit, had an issue with him or whatever, probably owed himself. It probably was another homeless dude. You know, it could have been any fucking thing. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask both for the panel something, since we all older men, right? You know, and we was movie watchers too. Both of y'all ever seen Gang Related with Tupac and I think it was Joe Pesci? Gang Related. Tupac was a police, a detective. Okay, Peter, you never seen it before? Okay, he now Chop, you could relate to what I'm about to say. It adds on to what you was just bringing up about the homeless. They found this dude, bro, and used him for a murder that he never did, but he drunk and loaded and tore up. So they convinced him and manipulated him and gaslit him into believing that he actually did the murder, cleaned him up, told him a story, made him feel like he remembered the story and everything.
Oh my bad, hold on.
It's echoing. Good job. It's still echoing.
Yeah, I had
mic check. Yeah, there you go. Nah, but you heard what I was saying though?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, but yeah, so looking at what Chop just said, they could use that same tactic to cover whatever they're trying to cover with the situation with old boy, like Chop saying. I mean, they could go in there and put Round up there, knowing that he was back there homeless, not knowing that he was one of those homeless people who actually was down here and got down on his luck, but was actually doing something good for people in that area and all that. They probably didn't know all that. That's the same thing happened in Gang Related with the dude that they picked. He had a background that people remembered, and when they saw him, they knew that he wasn't on that type of time that they were trying to give him, the charge that they was trying to give him. So it put a I guess a monkey wrench in their plan, and yeah, the rest is history for that movie. Chop, but you know what I'm talking about, though, because you said you seen this, so you
Oh
saw how
yeah,
they set the homeless man up.
they tried to
They
set
set
his
him the fuck up.
Ooh, there's a motherfucker.
I'm talking about got him clean and everything, P.
Yeah.
So I could definitely see that situation being a part of what could have possibly happened, fellas. I'm not taking, no scenario out of the pocket at this point. That damn autopsy and what these people are telling us is not matching. And Pepe PJ, I appreciate you, OG, for being in here and really, paying attention to the information versus being emotional about what actually happened, because it's hard to do that and it's hard to separate it when you know what is at play when it comes to dealing with our government or anything that has to do with leaving us alone, in your words. So definitely. But yeah, fella, I passed the torch, man. Like I said, I just want to brief y'all on, everything. Anything y'all want to fill in, I hopefully y'all bring that forth and, I'm saying, give people a little bit more information about what's going on, because I definitely didn't want to hog all the information about what's going on. I was more interested in what y'all was bringing. So I passed the motherfucking blizzard.
It was on me too, because your ass is first next week.
Yes, sir. So
well,
Pete, I have yours lined up for after. What's that, P?
Oh, I was about to say I had mine lined up already. So
Yeah, so just have it on deck. Just have it waiting. I'd see. That way you ain't gotta worry about nothing when he finished.
I was gonna talk about the little boy or whatever.
Go ahead, talk about it. Just
Cause
segue it into what we talking about. This is my hanging. This is how I wanted to look. Because we definitely didn't know about that too. People didn't know that, chat. So
Incident at a local elementary school. The mother's post about this online has since gone viral. Meanwhile, the school district is saying the students were, quote, horseplaying. Our Alexis Wainwright spoke with those parents exclusively and shares their story tonight. Alexis?
Well, Simone, I spoke with the parents who say they're angry, hurt, and confused, but they're also thankful that their son is still here. And tonight they're calling for transparency and answers from the Charles County Public School District.
If you look at my son, he has marks under his eyes, like blood vessels.
He still has bruises on his neck from being choked.
It's hard to hide emotion as these two parents who don't want to be identified talk about their son. They're hoping for answers after they say their son was hung by a 4th grade student in the boys' bathroom Friday.
He's traumatized. It's going to take time. This is not something that he's going to get over just overnight.
Paperwork from the hospital lists one of his injuries as a neck contusion, which is caused by blunt trauma to the neck. The 7-year-old is a 2nd grader at C. Paul Barnhart Elementary School in Waldorf. Charles County Public Schools says they're aware of the incident and sent a statement saying, in part, 2 of our students were reportedly horseplaying in a school bathroom when one student's jacket got caught on a stall door hook. The student was not able to free themselves, and the other student involved was also not able to help them.
It doesn't make sense to me. If you're horseplaying, how do you get caught on a hook? We need answers. I want answers, and we won't stop until we get answers.
And now the parents say they're sharing their side of the story in hopes of preventing this from happening to anyone else.
My son did tell me that when they were in the bathroom, he said that the little boy told him, I'm going to show you how I did people back in the day. That's why I feel like it's bullying, because there's no telling how many other kids this has happened to.
And they want the school district to step up.
I want to see a policy in place. I would like to see at least hallway monitors. I want to know why is a 4th grader in the same hallway or the same bathroom as a 2nd grader. Most schools have them divided.
That's what I was thinking.
That's unacceptable.
These are all our children, and they are the future. So we need to protect them. Like, we sending our kids to school every day thinking that they are safe.
And the 7-year-old has since been released from the hospital and is still recovering. His parents tell me they won't be returning back to school, but they hope to hear more updates from the district soon.
All right, Alexis,
She's singing.
years old.
She's singing her ass off.
The incident at a local.
Boy, you hear? She's driving me crazy. Fuck. I'm trying to see what the people talk about. People always add shit to videos. But she was singing her ass off. She was.
She trying to get that extra tail to her. Like, she was definitely trying to get that extra tail.
I'm not trying to take no light from the little boy. But she sounded like a fucking slave, nigga. Like she was trying to sing a Negro.
So she was definitely a distraction, though, because that little boy. And from body words, did he survive? He survived, right?
Yeah, he survived.
Okay, good, because it did sound like I didn't want to just just make up no shit, but it did sound like he survived the situation. I'm not trying to make that out of a good thing or none of that neither. I'm just saying that because of what they said. So there is older kids that use the bathroom and stuff with the younger kids and stuff too. So that would lead me into what I was thinking too, because how did he get on the hook? It had to have been an older kid with that dumbass shit and hung that little dude up there.
Yeah.
And hung that little dude up there. Now, I definitely see.
At least that's what I'm saying.
Pepe. OG Pepe. I thought he was gone. Pepe. I thought he was gone the way she was singing.
The way she was singing, that's what I'm saying, shit. I'm like, what the fuck?
Ooh. I thought he Pepe. I'm not making it up. Thank you. I'm glad she said it, because I'm not trying to make light of the situation. I'm just trying to figure out, what everything would happen. And it's definitely another situation where I think it was something else that happened. If that little boy told his mama that clearly, though, you know how children is, bro.
7 years old. You can't.
They sponges, bro. They're gonna say exactly what you told them.
They don't.
Gonna say exactly what you told them.
Something traumatizing happens to them like that. They can't just come out the blue and make up something like that. Especially seeing that the ligature marks were around his neck. They call it a contusion. That's not a fucking contusion.
Yeah.
That's ligature marking.
Yeah, they probably pulled it. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah. Yeah,
Shit.
I think it was more than that. They talking about a jacket and all that. I don't know about that jacket, man. Unless they took the goddamn sleeve and made it out of a noose and put it on there. That motherfucking waps was tough, though. Them waps was tough.
Shit.
That's
just say it for what it was. They took the string out the hoodie. And they
excuse me again, fellas, if I blank out.
I think Pepe PJ was the one said something about it, being a trend or something. Like, I don't know why this shit trending like, but that's why I believe that should be orchestrated and they be, doing stuff. Now, it's another incident that happened that goes kind of with this shit too, because it's all race baiting, it's all making people think white people trying to kill black people.
Now let's think about this too, fellas. Now let's think about let's flip the coin now. Y'all know me. Let's flip the coin. Have we or have we not been seeing these YCs cut the fuck up, y'all? Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
So that's not. We can't take that out of the factor, fella. Yeah, we cannot.
They'll say, because we had to change it because the niggas was doing this, but the whole time you really changed it because you motherfuckers was doing what y'all was doing.
We hit on look. Think about it like this too.
Oh look, I got two people.
We hit. Oh, you good, chap? We here we play the game. Basketball. I play the 2K sometimes. I haven't been playing this year like I think I should with my partners. I'm sorry, y'all. I just ain't been in the 2K move. But last everybody knew.
Everybody knew.
That's what's up. So But just think about this though, child. How much racist shit we hear them white boys and shit come in them damn chats and do?
Dub just got on shit. Well, I was lighting their ass up, but you know what make it so funny?
It's really real.
The fucking stereotypes and shit that they the shit it fall on deaf ears because you not talking to those type of people. You know what I'm saying? I'm not about to act like
it's different.
They don't, they don't have people that do this, that, and the third. They do. You know what I'm saying? But nah, brother. I don't. What is we talking about? That boy was trying to make me mad. That boy was like, oh yeah, I hear your child in the background. Probably hungry. I see. In this house,
the same stuff.
It's not a person that'll ever go hungry in this house. I don't know in my house at all. You know what I'm saying? But my children,
maybe in your house.
Please.
I did it with that one. Maybe in your house.
Yeah.
Same thing that.
So it does exist. Look.
You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing.
Yeah.
That's why
it exists.
For somebody that
we have to be careful.
With dealing with them white bitches, you would you know what I'm saying? You'd be able to deal with them. Dog, tell me like that you done got on a job and it's a nigga telling them white bitches off the way we should be telling them. Now that nigga might be Uncle Tom too, but he telling their ass to fuck off like Steven on Django. See what I'm saying? At the end of the day, nigga ain't that cool.
And it's cool to be with the niggas in their neighborhood. That's the only difference. And shoot niggas. But in our neighborhood, we just shoot niggas. We just you know.
But this is another incident that
it's a wanna be down. Even though they do have violence and shit in their neighborhood, it's not nothing that you actually see on YouTube and TikTok that's popular. When I run across them bitches, chop, I feel like the old cops. Remember when cops in like 98, 99, white people was cutting up, nigga. That's all they was napping. Them bitches be running.
Watch cops. Watch cops.
Just watch cops, sir. I'm telling you.
Man, that's a good point right there. That's a good point.
Thank you, Rob.
Watch fucking cops in American
America's Most Wanted.
Motherfuckers, that is some of the most hilarious shit I have ever seen.
Man, that shit be hilarious.
I didn't even know you could do half of that shit. And half of the shit you're not even supposed to do. But they be trying so hard.
Eddie Griffin was talking about because it was a white.
This is a good one too.
They got stabbed on a train.
That's right.
With some
on
shit.
the subway train.
With no blood.
With no blood, no nothing. Like niggas.
I already know.
Blood to come out. She supposed to have been and got stabbed up. It looked like this nigga, stabbed the shit out of him, but he gonna talk about it.
Look like he bopped her, huh? Look like he batted in the shoulder twice.
Somebody is trying to kick off martial law.
That's right.
Somebody is trying to lock this country down. Be careful what you ingest. Some of this shit is paid actors. Everybody keeps telling me that it's real. This young lady was stabbed to death on this train. But the shit that was fucking with me, how come none of them women went over and helped her after the dude got off the train? Do they see that shit every day? I mean, what the fuck was that about? That's what makes me feel like those were bought and paid for actors. If he's stabbing her in the neck, I see no blood until she fell on the floor. Then there's a big old puddle of blood.
Then we just watch Charlie Kirk.
I know what you're trying to say.
And all his blood came go from you.
Yeah, that boy was leaking like a baby swimming pool, man.
A busted water hose or something.
Yeah, all the pressure made the blood shoot out of his neck. You know what I'm saying? So we know that if you would have got stabbed, just think about if you would have got stabbed with a, you know what I'm saying, with a knife.
In the neck, yeah, artery, even that collarbone area, chop, even all that collarbone area. That's very sensitive up there. Those arrows.
A bunch of blood about to come out.
You gon' your first reaction might be to hold that motherfucker too. I'm just saying, I don't. People different,
Or
but
it's gonna be the holy because you
most of the time, most of the time that sting if you get stung by a wasp, motherfucker, you gonna on your neck, you gonna hold that motherfucker and be like, So stabbing, adrenaline do be rushing, so I'm not gonna exclude everything out of how people supposed to react. But hey, man, this just on a natural reaction thing.
I thought I play this because this is Eddie Griffin talking about it, right? I'm about to play y'all. After I play this, I'm gonna play y'all another famous person that says something about it, but it's leading to these conversations because of the shit that we was talking about. And then I'm gonna be done. P. Dot, you got the floor.
Everybody that was on that train did nothing. They acted like what they were, extras. I'm telling you, we're being played. It's a movie. They trying to lock down this motherfucking country. Do not buy into the motherfucking.
Trying to why y'all trying to get the National Guard in the hood all of a sudden?
Bullshit. And if she is dead,
and the numbers down.
And my condolences to this young lady's family. But I'm quite sure she got a first class ticket back to Ukraine, brand new apartment, all that shit.
Ooh, they don't like my dog. Chop, I'm telling you, they don't fuck with my dog, bro. Say, bro, they don't fuck with all around like that, bro. Oh, Eddie, bro. Say, bro. Eddie not supposed to have no YouTube channel, dog. That's the worst thing they could have did, man. I'm telling you.
They be off. They don't be fucking with Eddie.
A lot of our people who, if y'all used to listen to Eddie Griffin, if y'all Eddie Griffin fans, Blunt Talk Nola is a for sure Eddie Griffin fan over here. We condone everything our OG say. And I'm vouching for the whole crew on this one. Eddie be really spitting them balls, and people need to pay attention to a more logical person that's in your community that you could say that came from the slum, that came from hard times and made something out of his fucking self, to have an opinion that he say, since y'all don't want to listen to niggas that have less than you. Huh? If like-mindeds are thinking alike, god damn it, what's wrong?
I gotta play this. Now look, y'all know
Chance as a rapper. That's my dog. I don't agree with everything he say, as far as his opinions, but he's a good rapper. No, he's a good rapper though. He is. Yes. That acid was it acid rap chop? The acid rap mixtape or album? I think that was one of my favorites.
That boy Chance got a lot of shit. But my dog Chance is on the screen because he has been asked a question that he got to answer now. It's 2025. Niggas is being lynched. So listen to what he say, and this I want people to understand this because a lot of people think money is the answer to everything. Like once you get the bread, that's a wrap. Like the respect gonna come, the this, that, and the third gonna come. You're gonna be able to just this, that, and the no. Because then a nigga just gonna charge you extra. Like just the number. So
the struggle don't stop. The prices change.
The prices change.
And they gonna have us tied up once it's legalized because it is a treat. Are they still lynching black folks in America in 2025? Yes. Have you seen? I'm y'all reporters. I know y'all look at the news. Yeah. Are still getting lynched in 2025? Yes. Yes. It's not a historical thing. Are there still sundown towns in the United States in 2025? Yes.
We went to school in one.
Yeah. So I'ma say that on the radio, and can say whatever they want to say about crackers. They can say whatever they say about the hook or whatever. But let's talk about that. Let's talk about the fact that it's the only song that came out this year that's mentioning the fact that still getting lynched. That's saying we getting lynched on the radio. I'ma say it. My mama's from North Carolina. Like, we be having to go there for family reunions. We cannot kick it on Main Street after a certain. It don't matter that I'm Chance the Rapper. And I'm saying that it's not just black people in metropolitan cities. We just seen that map that came out.
That's
Most
right.
black folks live in the South. So, and it's not, and I'm not trying to say it like that's just a Southern problem. It's the United States. So, like, that's a real thing. And it's called being subversive. I put that in the radio. And
I like
put
that word
on Jimmy Fallon, and I put that. I'm gonna keep rapping that. Because there's a book called "The Cross and the Lynching Tree" by James Cone, and it
I gotta
argues
check that out.
that if you look up the etymology, the original definition of the words that were said in the Bible, it said that Jesus was strung up on a tree. Doesn't use the word cross. And the main demonstrators of lynchings throughout the Jim Crow era were churches, congregations that came together and did that as a picnic.
You see the dick look on them niggas' faces, but I'm like,
oh man, no, Chop, no, you're right.
And so
they absolutely looking like wieners. They look like a pack of Oscar Mayers,
just like this. And they gonna have us tied up once it's legalized.
That's all I'm
Had to say that one more time. But yeah, Chop, I mean, yeah, they looking like a pack of wieners sitting there, dog. Dog, come on. Y'all ain't got nothing to say, B, but a laugh and a giggle from the girl. Like, y'all serious right now? This is the problem with being popular on the radio and wanting to say that you're the best rapper, or you want the accolade for getting the money for making a dope song, Chop. This the problem, though. Because you know you can't speak freely, though. You know you can't. So the music that you let them use for whatever pain you was trying to get out of is folded into whatever bullshit they want to turn it into. And why? Because you're not able to speak freely like you want to. You're not. And you can keep selling that bullshit and say the hardest shit in your life, child. I don't give a. I done sold 300,000 grams, and I got 3 bitches, and I got on some Giuseppe's. Child, you ain't shit. You a bitch ass nigga that can't say what you really feel and how you actually got all that shit. You ain't stepping up to no real killers. You ain't really did no real dope selling, and your bitch ass ain't never been through no shit that you talking about you been through.
None of that music.
All y'all niggas be trying to talk about Tupac, and none of y'all niggas ain't even had half the heart that fucking man had. At least he was telling you he was speaking about ghetto stories and half of his own situations. Y'all niggas telling other niggas stories, man, and thinking it's cool. And I'm talking about niggas from New Orleans, child. I'm talking about rappers from here. Ain't been through a motherfucking thing, dog. And spitting that hardcore shit like they, man, what? These niggas need to be, child, I'm telling you, bro. These niggas down bad, huh? But you can't talk about that. What, bro? Think about it like this, chap. That what ain't like Soldier, though. Black man kill a black man. Remember that? Remember that verse? Remember that part?
Yeah.
It's cool. They loving that. Remember that part? Come, chap. You know what that did, dog? We don't understand what that dude was actually into, bro, and how it actually happened, though. That was some of the realest shit he did. And who influenced him? Tupac, though. He said, I don't even listen to nobody else. I listen to my shit and Pop. That's it. So think about when something positive driving you versus something negative driving you, dog. Knowing that you have influence. Think about NBA Youngboy making a song about racism right now, child. Tell me I'm lying.
Yeah, they hit people in a different spot.
Thank you. Because he already got him, right? He already got him, huh?
Right.
Whatever NBA young boy say right now is word in his bond, nigga. You hear what I'm telling you, son? That's the influence NBA young boy got right now, chat. But what Chance is telling you, you're not gonna NBA ain't gonna, or he can't, or that's not the single that we need to put out, or that don't make the album. When you talking about a nigga getting lynched and shit, chat. You know, they use that tool against us as well. So it definitely goes into, you know, the hangings of the Mississippi thing where, you know, the police is saying one thing versus the people, bruh. And it ties into music, and it ties into influence, and it ties into people actually standing up and saying, hey, this shit is fucking wrong, and it's still going on. Don't act like we need to get over it. That's why I want to play that thing I had earlier, but I didn't send it to the, what you call him, it was on Instagram, yo. But the white man was basically telling people, y'all be quick to tell, you know, or we be quick to tell, you know, black people to get over it and all this shit. But we still celebrate 4th of July. That's history. We still celebrate, we still do these things when this happened. Oh, but when it's something to remind you of the bad things you did, we don't celebrate. I'm saying we don't talk about that. But all the good things that happened, we want to celebrate it and all this shit here. It's a total misnomer of people. It's a total brainwashing of and it's a total brainwashing, and it's a lie that you have been told by your own people who telling you you supposed to be so superior, but here your poor ass is looking at all your situations where you are not superior. You don't think that puts a depression in their communities as well? That's what he was telling his own people, child. He said, y'all motherfuckers falling for the same shit. Y'all motherfuckers ain't superior to shit. You're depressed. You're fucked up. You're killing yourself. You're the top in government assistance, and y'all got the nerve to be looking at these people. What do we? Man, the man broke it down, bro. Matter of fact, I'm gonna put it on the page for people, bro. The man hit him. He hit him right in the heart because Chop, they were laughing at first. It was a joke. You know how people always say, you know, just get over it. It's in the past. Just get over it. You could hear the cackles. But when he started talking about the rest of the shit I just said, you could hear a motherfucking mouse get him some head. You hear me? You could hear that nigga. You could hear the other mouse going, yuck, 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 niggas. I'm telling you, bro. So that's the part they missing while we speaking on, you know, the things that we missing, and it's our own people on both sides. We just don't get it, though. But what you got to say on that one, Peter? I know you got something to say on that one. Oh, you don't? Shit. I guess you keep the party going, though. Oh, that was the last one.
Yeah, that was my last one.
Beat out you up the bat, brother. And we're almost to the 3-hour mark. Oh man, P-Dot.
You're on
I'm about to give you. I know, I'm about to give you 30 seconds, nigga. We go end this live, player. Cause he probably fell asleep. The one that was doing all the talking is sleep. Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah. I know I done been to sleep.
Dirty mother.
I can't see nothing.
Oh no.
Yeah, my bad. I was on mic.
Ain't no my bad. You good, brother. Just
news go. My name, P-Guy.
So, let me go ahead and roll this video right quick because it's pretty lengthy, but
Because you
it does
falling
give some
asleep.
great
We got
insight
you.
into what
Do
we're
you
talking
think?
about. And look, I admitted that, but I was on mute, so it don't count.
Oh, it do count because I said it. So yeah,
Shit.
I opened the door for you and everything. P. I left the door mat right there for you to wipe your feet and everything. You
Now, I just got off the phone with one of my cousins. She said she seen the reports and it said that he was beaten and bruised. Both his arms was broken and he had a broken leg. I'm gonna let y'all do the math. Now, this school has
This is the
history
cousin.
of being racist. Even going all the way back to the 1980 situation that happened with the sit-in. I love to refer to that situation because that was one of the significant situations that happened with one of the black revolts that happened at this school.
I'm gonna need Delta State University to come to the front because they
This is
said
the
there was
that was the cousin,
absolutely
people.
no foul play in Trey Reed's death, who was found hanging from a tree on the campus. Child, can they explain the alleged 2 broken hands, broken leg, and bruise that the family members are now talking about? Well, based on reports, the family has retained Ben Crump, the nationally acclaimed civil rights attorney known for representing families in major cases such as George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, to investigate the matter further because they are not buying the no foul play claim. But as much as they are following up on the issue, at the end of the day, the question everyone keeps asking is simple. Will Trey's death be fully investigated, or will it end up as another hashtag, another name added to the list of tragedies America never truly dealt with? There have been a lot of developments with this case, so how about we just get right into it? Okay, Trey Reed was a 21-year-old student at Mississippi's Delta State University who was found hanging from a tree near the pickleball courts on the campus early Monday on September 15th, 2025. His death set off a wave of mourning across the university and prompted the cancellation of centennial events for the 100-year-old institution. Then, soon after, Delta State University police held a press event Monday afternoon announcing that no foul play is currently suspected in Reed's death and no threat to the campus exists.
Delta State University is deeply saddened to confirm the deceased individual. I
retract my statement. That was him.
Approximately 7:05 a.m. The university police
just looked different.
Of what appeared to be the body of a black male hanging from a tree central campus near the DSU pickleball courts. We later identified the male subject to be 21-year-old DeMar Trevion Reed of Grenada, Mississippi.
Hold on, fellas. Bathroom break.
In addition, Delta State University also released their official statement saying, earlier today, Delta State University staff discovered the body of student DeMar Trevion Trey Reed of Grenada, Mississippi on campus. University police and local authorities were immediately notified and are conducting an active investigation. University President Dr. Dan Ennis commented on the university's sorrow, saying, "Our community is deeply saddened by this loss. I have spoken to Trey's family and expressed our heartbreak. Counseling and support services are available to students through the O.W. Riley Counseling Center and to faculty and staff through Human Resources." The statement also noted that Delta State University Chief of Police Michael Peeler stated that there is no evidence of foul play and no ongoing threat to campus safety. They also said that multiple law enforcement agencies, including the Mississippi Bureau of Investigation, Bolivar County Sheriff's Office, Cleveland Police Department, and the Bolivar County Coroner are assisting in the investigation, and that all inquiries concerning the investigation should be directed to Chief Peeler and University Police. Notice how they insisted that there was no foul play? That right there was the problem. People on social media were exploding, saying that Black people don't lynch themselves, especially not in Mississippi. If I'm being honest, this kind of
go.
pushback isn't
Here we
new,
go.
and we've seen it all before when families are told, oh, nothing to see here, guys, even though circumstances scream otherwise. Trey's case hits every nerve because the imagery of a young black man hanging is just too close to America's recent ugliest past. And get this, folks and people who have interacted with the school are saying the school has a history of profiling and that black students have long felt targeted or singled out. And when you look at the demographics, the university is predominantly white, which only makes those claims hit harder. So when something like this happens, people instantly connect the dots. If students of color already felt unsafe, if they were already being profiled, then Trey's death doesn't look like some isolated tragedy. It looks like part of a bigger, uglier pattern. There's even been a first-hand account from a parent, and this is what the person wrote. Our son was at Delta State 2 years ago and left fearing for his life. He was calling home, talking about some of the things he was experiencing along with some of his friends. White guys riding around on campus, throwing trash at them, and calling. He finally got the tag number and called the police. They did nothing. Our son began to put pressure on the police department because it was constantly happening, and he hadn't heard back from the complaint he filed. He didn't just become a target at Delta State, he became a target for the police department for demanding that they do their job. One night on campus, our son had to run for his life from the police. Eyewitnesses contacted his mom and I when they arrested him. Now, this person also explained that they had called both the county and the city, but were given the runaround and told their son had not been taken into custody. For the entire...
Hey, I just wanted to say this. That goes back to what I was saying about the goddamn myth. Right? Think about what I said about the myth. That man just giving us fluff. He don't care. That goes right back to what I was saying.
Hours they remained there, refusing to leave, officials kept insisting that he wasn't being held. Eventually, after a standoff that lasted 5 to 6 hours, they were finally told that he was in the back. Apparently, even though the entire incident was caught on video and witnessed by several people, the courts did nothing. The family said the story went viral on Indisputable with Dr. Rashad Ritchie, yet the courts still refused to arrest the white men involved or hold the police accountable for kidnapping their son. Later, their son called them to say he wanted to withdraw from Delta State because he feared for his life. He had been repeatedly profiled and felt he could not trust the police to protect and serve him. And in the end, he left. Basically, they were saying that the Reed family should do whatever it takes to get justice because there was definitely foul play. It also doesn't help that rumors circulating on social media alleged that Reed had 2 broken legs and other injuries that would have prevented him from hanging himself. Well, guess what? The campus is still insisting that there was no foul play. In fact, Bolivar County Deputy Coroner Maury Rourke told the Mississippi Free Press that he assisted his colleague, Deputy Coroner Dwayne Proctor, in examining Reed's body. Contrary to rumors on social media, Rourke said that he saw no evidence of broken arms or legs. He said, "I saw no broken limbs. I don't think I should probably discuss this any further than that. My opinion is that it was self-done, and I have reasons for that." Well, like I said, the family has no intention of letting it go, and they have retained Ben Crump to help with the investigations. Crump is the founder and principal owner of Ben Crump Law PLLC, a prominent law firm based in Tallahassee, Florida. Over decades, he has built a reputation as Black America's Attorney General, fighting systemic injustice through landmark civil rights cases that challenge police brutality, discrimination, and wrongful death. He has vowed to lead a transparent, independent civil rights investigation into Reed's death, working with the family's demand for accountability and answers. The family alleges inadequate communication and handling of the case by authorities and demands full accountability. And in a statement, Ben Crump also added, "Trey Reed was a young man full of promise and warmth, deeply loved and respected by all who knew him. His family and the campus community deserve a full, independent investigation to uncover the truth about what happened. We cannot accept vague conclusions when so many questions remain. I stand with his family, and I will lead a team of civil rights leaders and organizations in pursuing transparency and answers for Trey's family." The family definitely has the support of the public because people online are saying this feels like history repeating itself. A young black man gone too soon, officials brushing it off, and a community left demanding answers. Some are pointing to Mississippi's ugly past. Others are talking about the school's reputation for profiling. And many are just flat out saying black people don't lynch themselves, period. Well, here are some questions people offer. Where were the cameras? There
I don't
should have
know,
been
bro.
cameras all over that university. I mean, it's 2025. No excuses. Those cameras could easily show us what went down in the early morning hours of September 15th. In fact, that footage
Facts.
should be already out, or at least reviewed by independent
Pickleball
investigators,
court
not
camera.
just campus
Facts.
police. I mean, if this man was on campus with all these cameras and all this modern technology, from the moment he left his dorm room or entered that campus,
Man.
there should be surveillance of all
You
his
got the
actions.
video
Look,
of him
nobody's
walking
saying
out
that
the
it's not
dorm room.
possible that
Yep.
Trey did not take his own life, because there's
Or not.
also another angle people are bringing up, and that's the idea that
Right.
maybe what Trey was going through wasn't even related to Delta State at all. I mean, college students carry so much weight on their shoulders: family pressures, financial struggles, relationships, the stress of just trying to figure life out. Some folks are saying that Trey could have
Rest in
been
peace to the
fighting
girl
private
who
battles no one knew about, and that his
unalived
death could
herself
have
as
been the
Xavier.
result of tragic things happening outside of school. But whether Trey was failed by a system, by circumstances, or by silence around mental health, the truth matters, and his family deserves it, and so does the
Thank
community.
you.
And here's the thing, even if that's true, it doesn't erase the bigger issue. If Trey did take his own life, what led him there? Was it the environment?
y'all-
Was it profiling? Or if he was actually lynched, who did it? Is the
Thank
campus
you.
hiding the truth? Well, I hope we get answers soon, now that there are private investigations going on. But meanwhile, let me
Great
know what
point,
you
ma'am.
think in the comments section below.
Great point, ma'am. I could tell you what I think, just based off of whoever this young lady is that you were sharing her video. You know her name, P? I didn't catch who she was. Yeah, if you catch who she was, just send a quick shout out to her right quick. Cause basically that's
C spill. That's what
T spill or C spill, like a cat. C or a T like T.
culture spill.
Culture spill. Okay, yeah. Shout out to her though. Just saying. Shout out to her on that one. She definitely had some great points. Chad, what you thought about what she said about that? Because she definitely put a lot of the factors in that we kind of already talked about, but just left it out there as questions, looking at it logically versus just on the emotional tip.
She definitely hit on a lot of basically she ranged everything out from beginning to end. What it could literally be or whatever. And that's
right.
That's good. One thing we didn't think about, well, I never thought about, maybe two game diamonds. But one thing I did think about was the way that she said, the stresses of college and
These
this, that,
young
and the
kids
third.
with the college
Yeah,
and the pressure of passing
that's
these
one that
classes
stuck.
or
That's one that definitely stuck with me because I was like, come on now, that shit. I know it's hard, but I don't think that really had nothing to do. It looked like he had a family, and that don't always mean something too. Because just because you got a family, that don't mean that don't mean they gonna help you and be doing this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
That don't mean.
I think it stood out because of those reasons, Shot. Taking, like you say, taking yourself out of the situation. These kids are more sensitive nowadays, though.
Oh yeah. And
I think that's probably why they stuck with you, because
that's
one
just
of
me
those
being around them and knowing them, like you know what I'm saying, like, and not just my children, like just being around children. Period. I talked to a little boy the other day because I've been going to the All-Star band practice to help them. They got one thing a lot of people don't know. Shit, I think my audio went out.
We can hear you, but
you got
whatever you gotta get straight. You all right? We can hear you, Chuck.
Hold on.
You probably can't hear us, so he probably saying that, Peter.
It's gonna pick back up.
We can hear you. If you can hear us, you can't hear us.
Oh yeah. It came back. But
yeah, it was his
well,
man, P. That's what I was saying. Go ahead.
Yeah, it was on me. It wasn't.
We heard you the whole time. Yeah, we heard you.
Yeah, but I've been going to the alumni page. I talked to the dudes, and I'm listening to them play, and you can hear all the goddamn spit bubbling up in his horns like a goddamn gumbo.
Don't they
You
got the
hear me?
release valve? Don't they got the release
Man,
valve thing on
son,
the thing?
son. Even this man with the dripping fucking spit. So I'm like, all right, when he gonna flip the horn? Flip the horn is something that a lot of people don't know how to do. You could do it with a trumpet, you could do it with a baritone, you can even do it with a trombone.
For
It's
people don't know
just
what that means, just tell them what it means first before you jump into that.
that means that when you get the spit out the horn, that's because
So flipping the horn mean getting the spit out of it, and once
yeah.
now go ahead.
You got to get all the spit out the horn, because if you don't get the spit out the horn, you got the air sitting down there with the spit, and when you try to play, it's gonna be bubbles, like not bubbles, but you know what I'm saying, like, but you know what I mean.
It affects the sound as
It's
well
gonna be
too. Is that
hard.
what you're saying
Yeah,
too?
it's gonna be
affects
hard to stay on notes. It's
playing
gonna be hard to
Gotcha.
fucking do all type of shit. It's a lot.
So
But
people,
you
y'all
should
hear that?
know that.
That man
You
know
should
what the
know
fuck
that
he
as a
talking about.
goddamn beginner, as a beginner on the horn, you should at least know that much or
Okay,
whatever.
that's
But they
like keeping
don't.
your gun clean if you about to
Yeah,
be killing a lot of people and shit.
fucking
Yeah,
right.
keeping
Because
it
if
oiled
not,
up and shit. I got you. Get that
yeah,
spit out that bitch
this
and make sure them bubbles right. Blow in that
son.
bitch, stupid,
I
and get
went,
that
I
air out
went,
that
I went
motherfucker
there
too.
that first day. I flipped this man horn, and they had a whole river came out that bitch. I went back.
Like Justin Timberlake.
Bruh. When I tell you they had a whole water spot on the floor, the nigga had to get that shit up with that. But they don't know no better. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody teaching them. They think they could just get on that bitch and just, I can just. But that's how they take everything in life. Like, it's driving the
But is
car.
it
All right,
nobody?
well, just get
Look,
behind
let me
that
like
bitch
this.
and
I put
just.
it like this. Let me ask you. I hate to interrupt you because I love for people to hear you talk like this, though, so people could get an understanding. But people will get lost because they just listening to one thing. Now, when they do, now when they supposed to do certain things, do you think it's more of the teacher or the person that's in control not telling them, or is them not having
They
nobody
not
right there to
retaining. They
making
not
sure
retaining.
they retain the
They not
okay? What you about to
retaining the
say?
information. They not retaining information. You gotta be right there to tell them to do it again, right
Like
then
a
and there, every
goddamn, and
time.
that's their problem. Y'all won't be so fucking
Every
grown. Do
time.
y'all hear chat? Y'all won't
Every
be so
time.
fucking grown.
You
But a
gotta
nigga
sit
gotta be
there
right there on
is
your motherfucking neck like
on
you're a
your ass,
fucking baby.
on
Stop
your neck.
telling me that
Yes,
shit,
sir.
then you little niggas. Y'all gotta
Yeah,
chill out,
man.
man. Y'all
It's
gotta be
certain
wanting to
stuff
fucking listen.
if you want to learn how to
Yeah, bro. I'm
play a
glad
horn,
you cleared that up, bro.
it's the certain way to do it. If you want
Y'all
to
don't want
learn how
fucking
to,
work right.
do certain things, it's certain
Yeah.
ways to do it. You just gotta do it those ways. And children
Yeah, you work,
nowadays,
child, but you gotta work right. Stop
yeah, they
making
don't
this.
wanna.
I got
No,
this.
I'm saying
You
they
gotta
don't.
work right.
They don't want to do it. They don't want to do nothing. They just like it's
Sure.
no
You right,
practice.
son.
It's no building up to it.
I could get on this bitch.
I won't run track, so I'm gonna work on my legs. No, you won't just go out there and run. You don't want to go work on your legs because that's the hard part. They just like I don't know, but anyway,
No, you
they
right.
do
No,
stuff.
that's a great point. They gotta hear
They
this.
do
Outside,
stuff
they gotta
just
hear
because
this.
it's something
Nothing
I'm saying that to say
hard work.
it's definitely not as hard as they making it seem. We had the
Yeah.
challenge of even our parents didn't even have access to computers and shit. We had to hope
Nigga, I
a
was
family
running
member
with
had
no
one,
track shoes, nigga.
or or
I
something.
want to
But
race
we ain't
that
had to.
bad. I mean,
It wasn't
it
that
was just a
easy
little
like it
different.
is for them. It's big
Them
difference.
children got the shoes now, and they, like Chop said, they want to race when it's race day, when they could have been training during out the week to be better.
They
But he
Them
gonna show
boys
up
trip.
though for the hoes and shit and go race.
And go home
Lose
and
like a
talk about how his
motherfucker.
legs hurt and shit. Oh, my legs hurt.
Yeah.
Son, did you stretch before you ran?
Nah, get your bitch ass. I don't want to hear none of that shit, nigga. You want the race.
Did you do any other thing that was necessary for you to be fucking doing before you went your ass out there and ran that quarter mile?
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Even my mama be like, bro, you nah, I don't want it. You was on some bullshit, son. You was not ready. Somebody gotta keep it real with you, bro. Somebody gotta keep it real with them children, bro. So
Man,
if it can't be their mom or their daddy, then it gotta be us, fellas. That's all I'm saying. Cause Chopsy speaking from experience, bro. And I'm just speaking from wisdom.
Yeah, these children.
The only difference is Chop's still in it. I was in it, so that's why I call mine wisdom.
They don't take life serious at all. Good night.
I'm telling you, son. You see
They don't, dog. They don't take nothing serious.
The ambition for life, right? Is kaput, nigga. As we used to
because they're supposed to have it.
It's right now.
No, because no. Listen, Pete. Listen what it is, Pete. They tell you that they telling these children. You see what I'm saying?
You blanked out. No, you blanked out. Say that one more time. Say that one more time.
They telling them that they have to live a certain way. So if they don't live that way, then they're taught to think that they're like the child. They ask for something, right? And it's this new thing I keep seeing going on. They'll ask for something, and in the midst of them asking for something, they'll tell their mama, "Oh, well, if you can't give it to me, we must be poor." I was like, "What the fuck?" Son, I done been in the shoe stores buying school shoes and been in there with children that be trying to get $300, $400 pair of shoes for the first day of school.
Right.
Nigga, you better take these $39.99 feline with
But look, they have the restrictions, right? With the uniforms, right? So you think the school forced that shit on them children and make them wear the colors that they gotta wear and all this? You think they do that?
What you say, Pete? What you think, Pete? What you think?
They send that out in the student handbook every year, but they don't enforce that shit.
Boy, look, let me tell you something about Douglas. Douglas ain't
playing that shit.
No, listen to what I'm saying. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Let him cook. Let him finish. Let him finish. I'm
saying that Douglas, them motherfuckers could wear 3 different color pair of pants. They could wear black pants. They could wear blue pants. They could wear khaki pants.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's
they could wear any color. That's
well,
like,
I ain't been to school in a minute, so I'm just saying.
No,
since 2001,
no. Listen to me. Listen to me, Pete. Pete. I be real, son. You ain't no fucking way you would have been able to wear 3 different color pair of pants at no school you ever went to.
When I was going to Doug, you could either wear the navy blue or the gray.
That's 2.
All right.
That was the only 2 you
all right, that's all right, but that's 2. That's 2. And
that's 2.
If it was,
added on
and that's
another
okay, but
one.
listen to what I'm saying.
Think about what I'm saying,
because I don't think you get
the discipline was different.
What I'm saying is they
the discipline was different.
Shit out just because these little motherfuckers be whining like bitches. I'm sorry to say it like that, because they be whining and they want to wear what they want to wear. They want to do what they want to do. That's just
and
like
they mamas is saying,
"Well,
why my son can't wear it?" And the feminine men were like, "Well, my son should be able to."
Oh man, and I forgot y'all ain't in Algiers today. I forgot. I thought one of y'all was gonna bring that up for other news, but in Algiers today, they had a little boy walking around, and 2 men snatched him up, put him in a van, brought him to an abandoned house, and he wound up fucking escaping and getting back home. But just saying all that to say, you know what I'm saying? They really think they know what's going on until some shit like that happen. You see what I'm saying? Until some shit like that happen, and it's like, oh, I don't know it. Then the parents understand too that, oh shit, I can't just leave them like, cause no, it start there because the parents start giving up. That's why I made the point about the school and them loosening the rules just so the children can want to do something. See what I'm saying?
They blame that on them children, but we gotta remember we put whatever we have because them children follow us, bro. So when they say, "Oh, it's the children," it's really they fucking ass.
So if
it's
your
them.
mama's saying, and your daddy's saying, and your grandma's saying, your uncle's saying, you need to be average or get a B average, you gonna get a B average. And guess what? Having a B average gonna qualify you for any football or basketball or band scholarship you're gonna get, and it's qualify you for tops. So your school gonna be paid for twice. So you can go get the car you want, whatever
you scrambling, chap.
You know what I'm saying? I know I gotta go
into that.
I gotta go to that. Hold on. That's the damn the internet connection.
But yeah, you were talking about if you get the B minus and your people.
Yeah, you get the B minus that line you up for tops, that line you up for any scholarship. You know what I'm saying? Like that's not something people like. I talked to the little dude
that people put
I
on
talked to the little
children,
dude
or
in
also
Walmart yesterday. He was trying to figure out why. He said, "Man, I found out why the football coach, because he wound up trying to get in a band or whatever. But his mom's supposed to be an alumni." And I was like, "That's good if he got in a band. He ain't have to because he was trying to play football." So I told him, I said, "Look, if you could play football, play football." But he said he can't play football. I said, "Well, why he can't play football?" He said, "Man, my grade point average is a 0 point something." I said, "Yeah, you can't play no sports like that. You can't do no. Some people ain't about to let you do nothing."
How good? Look, chap, I'm about to play.
You don't follow
Chap, I'm about to play.
You can't do nothing.
I'm about to play Angel Advocate. Angel Advocate. How good does he play? How good is he?
I think he a beginner. Well, no, he's not a beginner. He used to play before.
Saying,
he used to play before, so he's not a beginner.
Is he? But I'm saying, is he like a top player where you would think that scouts would be looking at him in years to come?
Oh, he a ninth grader. And if he work on it, yeah.
If he ninth and he just
right
okay,
not right now. Not right now.
He needs to relax it. Yeah, he needs to relax.
No, not right now. Not right now. But
by ninth grade, chap, you already know what I mean by that, right? You already know.
Yeah.
Great college scouts and NFL be looking at niggas in the ninth grade.
Already, yeah.
Now my point is, if you got that 0, chap, and you that cold, they'll find a way.
Right.
But if you ain't the coldest nigga in the city, man, get your goof ass. Get your goof ass and get a B minus, man, and stop bullshitting, man. That's what I'm saying. You can't have these false narratives about yourself just because you think it go like that for another nigga. Hey, man, that nigga is the coolest in the city. Anybody gonna lie for that nigga. For him
but what I'm saying too, what I'm saying is too, who you think?
Good.
Who
I'm sorry that it goes like that. It's not fair, but that's an exception to the rule. That's
who you think should know that the child got 2 Fs, and that's why. Oh, all right. I'm just saying, because if my mama knew I had 2 Fs, she would have definitely got on my ass.
Yeah, like 2 of them bitches, nigga.
Yeah, sir. 2 of them bitches.
2 of them bitches, though.
Like I told him, I said, "Dog." I said, "So I did a little research." I said, "Well, tell me."
Motherfuckers find out you ain't going to class and everything. You ain't going, nigga. How many days you missed in that?
No, look, this how I know ain't nothing wrong with him. This how I know ain't nothing wrong with him, and it's just him being an asshole or just being a bad child. I asked him what 2 subjects he got the F's in. That nigga said science and social studies. I said, "So you fucking up the fun classes. This the classes where you just gotta think a little bit and you get an A in these motherfuckers. And you getting F's in them classes, but you passing math and English?" I say, "No, nigga, that's you bullshit.
You cannot
you bullshit.
You
bullshit. No, P-Dot. No, P-Dot. You bullshit.
I think I get what y'all saying. He's
picking
which ones to be.
No, listen.
P-Dot. Science and
picking
social
the ones
studies
to be
is
an
not
asshole.
hard.
I think
That's not hard classes. Science hard.
Chop said he being an asshole about it. I think that's what
Come on.
He know he could. He know he could pass
bro.
them.
He know he's smarter than that, bro.
He's definitely being an asshole.
You failing fucking social studies and science, nigga.
I could see if you said he was failing English and social studies. But he
passing math and English.
He know how to talk and he know how to count.
He know how to talk and he know how to count. Thank you.
Math and fucking science go hand in hand. You can't pass math and fail science. That's a contradiction.
He right. You saying that from your experience, nigga. That man is not lying to you, though, because I done seen other people.
Telling you, son.
I done seen other people look at that shit totally different. Like he's saying,
I ain't struggling with no goddamn.
Like
I'm not struggling with
anything
no
to do with
goddamn.
science, nigga, trash. My own partner that I went to school with, Peter, like didn't understand, certain shit, but it was easy to me. You know what I'm saying? I was the opposite, y'all. I wasn't a math person. So nigga helped me with the math shit, and I help him with the science shit. And nigga be like, man, nigga, how you know this shit? I guess I'm looking at it like you look at the math.
Yeah. But the look on that boy's face, the look on his face let me know
the same thing. But
that look on his face let me know he be bullshit. That's why I looked at him, we looked at each other like, come on, that's the easy class, nigga. You ain't nothing wrong with you, nigga.
Learn the longitude and latitude, nigga, and social studies, nigga. What the fuck? You found where something at? The fuck?
The easy shit, nigga. They ain't. I'm fine.
Damn,
you bullshit.
That's all they really doing. Yeah, it's history and just learning
where stuff came from. Then too, he tried to lie. Yeah. He tried to lie to.
It's a memory thing when it comes to.
He tried to lie to his mama and tell his mama that they ain't had that many people in the band on the day. That's why he ain't on that day, because that's why he ain't go to band practice. And my son, he in the band, so they trying to do it, going off of drum names and everything. But fucking that nigga trying to tell Duty, yeah, they ain't had that many people in there. Duty told him, no, nigga, I was in there. We was in there. You just wasn't your ass in there. Like, they got students like that. They'll come, and if they see a lot of people not there, they're not gonna come to practice. Like, nah, we ain't doing that. Bring your ass to practice, whether everybody here or not. You just gotta be here. But he tried to lie to his mama, but see, he trying to get out of it. That's his mama wanting him to do something more than he actually probably wants to do it too. I don't think, parents be wanting it more for their children than they be wanting it for themselves. And they put themselves, out there with stuff instead of just letting them children decide on what they're going to do. That's one thing I'm glad I did. That's one thing I'm glad I did. Like, y'all know as much of a band advocate I am. Because I marched in the band, it was drum major and all that, but every band decision my son ever made was his decision. But I didn't. But he wasn't even the boy. I was still buying basketball shit, and he was saying, I got in the band. And I was like, oh, well, fuck. Guess I can bring this shit back to the store. But they make their own decision. So back, to what the girl was saying.
They do, but it's also good to influence, to know that influence was there for him to think that he had an avenue. Because some kids don't even get that opportunity, though, to even... have somebody to follow to say, hey, I could be possibly good at this because my dad is good at this. You feel me, Chop? So always, always be proud of that.
No. Shit, that boy, see,
I ain't saying
now
you wasn't.
I know what you're saying. I'm not, listen,
I'm not saying
I'm
you
saying
didn't,
this too, though. Look, to this year is the first year since I've been telling them all this shit all these years. Is the first time he heard niggas talk that shit about me. Because the people that's over the band now is a lot of people that been around the band since I was in the band. So
he on some the myths are true. Still that looking ass, man. I be getting on dude and make it your folklore living ass on, man.
I don't gotta lie to you, boy. This shit.
But I love the ambition. You know what I mean? Yeah, you ain't supposed to trust everybody, but nigga, you can lead it to your dad and say, "Lad, I'm gonna get on your ass."
Believe me.
If you think we lying to you, bitch, I ain't got no reason to lie to you. First of all,
boy found that shit
it is what it is.
But he see like, well, all right, I see why. Like, but and he
Damn, you
see
want
how people follow him too, because little things I be teaching him, he'll do. And then he notice, other sections doing the same thing
and
he
he know
done
he ain't gotta fill
because,
your shoes too. That's what I
oh
respect about him
no,
too.
yeah,
He know he ain't gotta fill your shoes. Like I like that
hell
about dude.
no, boy, shit.
He his own person. That shit cool as fuck. Even if he don't,
He definitely his own
understand that
person
about.
though.
Oh yeah,
But see, that's
and
all I
you
was
and you
saying about the
instill that in him
lady
too. Yeah, you
and
instill that in
her
him too.
saying
Being
that
his
about
own
her
person.
children. Like, man, them dudes, when they go to college, you gotta prepare them for that stuff. Yeah, you're gonna be there for the moments that they need, that they need you.
Say it.
But
That's
you
right.
gotta prepare them to be by themselves. And they not gonna be ready
Yeah,
till you're
especially
not gonna
in
know if they
white
ready till you let them go out there.
areas, huh, chap? Hey, you around all these
Yeah.
motherfucking people. That shit might be different, so you might want to keep this with your hip. Daddy
Boy,
made your little
them children don't
daddy
even
made your little
believe that.
suitcase pack
They don't
just in
even believe
case.
that
You hear me?
slavery be real. They be thinking that shit so far away.
Thank you. Thank you. Our children are delusional to what real pay, chop, and that shit does bother me, though, because they go
Yeah,
into
they
these
don't know.
places with this blank facade of I can just be who I am as nigga, though, and that
Mm-mm.
shit not real in the real world, though. I'm gonna be
Mm-mm.
honest with you, chop. Chop, I done been to places, though, right here in Louisiana, though, where that shit went from night to day, nigga. As far as me being a person in a place, like you could feel the tension. You ever been somewhere where you could feel the tension, nigga? Like ain't nobody really looking at you or nothing. It just feel like motherfuckers is just getting close to you, but they not. Ain't nobody moving or nothing. It just like I feel like I gotta make my way through this bitch. Like, yeah, I'm here. What's happening? Like I'm gonna get my shit, but it's like I don't. The mood don't feel like everybody minding their business. It feel like they. You know what I'm saying? So, like I done felt like that
When I used
before,
to
and I
smoke
might be by
gauze,
myself with that one. But I
stopped in
it's
the town once before and got some cigars and realized what it was. You could tell by how the way
I'm telling
them
you, son.
motherfuckers be looking at you. And big niggas,
But you don't. But you never really catch one really actually looking at you like that, though. You're like it's weird. I don't know,
we
child. You
pulled
probably
over to
did
get
catch them niggas. I
gas.
don't know. You probably did catch
We
them niggas.
pulled over and got gas, and
son,
we
like
pulled right up out that bitch. I said, "Oh no, we can't get no gas from right here. We about to go. I had from around here. Ain't about to get
son. I'm gonna tell you some supernatural shit, right? That happened to me, Drill. She can vouch for this, bro. She'll tell you, bro. Anytime you bring this up, and just ask her like this, man. When you and they went and told it, he said like it felt like the lights went out, like the lights was blinking, and everybody was looking at you, bro. That's what chop. I'm telling you, bro. When I walked in that motherfucker, and it's not nothing I told her, nothing. It just felt like everything. It like shit got dim, son. I'm telling you, it was a Target on Clearview, nigga. The shit. It felt like everything because it was raining too now. So I don't. You see what I'm saying? I don't know if the lightning struck that bitch soon as we got in there. You see what I'm saying, child? I don't want to sound crazy because I don't know what happened. You feel me? But I'm telling you, bro. That the motherfucker got dimmed, and it felt like everybody was looking at us when we came in that bitch, though, and then everything went back to normal. And me and Drell looked at each other and were like, "What the fuck?" See, and we both was questioning each other about
what y'all saw right quick.
We both saying the same thing, fellas. We both saying the same thing, like. No, it is. So I'm just saying, bro. You know, you like things happen,
I can't
bro,
say
we can't explain. We can't explain
I can't
it,
say
but
my
some things
experience
do
was
be
like
happening.
that, but I can see
I
I
know.
seen
That's
me.
what I'm saying. Like that's why I threw that. That's why I threw that in there because it's like it was a moment where I couldn't, like you were saying. You know what I'm saying? Just just basing it off how I looked at it. Like it was like, whoa, wait, am I seeing what I'm seeing, or am I, is all this shit just happening at a coincidence where it seems like it is? But I had somebody right there to, you see what I'm saying?
See
Like,
it with you.
yeah, and be like, wait, and still have the same questions I had. And that be, you know what I'm saying, gratifying sometimes, especially when you think shit is just, going where you think you tripping or something, or things getting out of hand. But hey, bruh, people, you can't deny real spiritual experiences. You can't deny what they call that shit, anomalies happening. A woman saves her son from, she picked up a whole car to save her son, and like shit be happening, fellas, where it's the unexplainable, that's all, and we, it does exist. We can't act like that doesn't exist. Like, well, we look at things where, this never supposed to happen in life ever. But you see actual video, or you see what I'm saying, or you actually witness something that was never supposed to be impossible. But I'm saying that was never supposed to be possible, but the impossible happened right in front of your face. How do you explain that? You know what I'm saying? Or how do you make sense of that in a sense?
Some things just don't have to make sense. Some things you just don't. They are what they are.
You got at that point, I guess that's how you got to take it, because you can't explain it, right?
Can't explain it.
Good now.
Well, you know how that is. And you know what I used to tell people?
Boy, what?
You know what I used to tell people?
Wait, no.
That was a mud bone impression.
Let those words out of my mouth where they be like, "Oh, it is what it is." No, it
Wait,
is.
no, Peter.
I say, what?
Yeah,
know how that is.
I'm about to go back down that road. Fuck that.
Damn. That was some sweetest Christmas shit right there.
Oh man.
I wouldn't give a fuck if Denzel Washington used to see that shit.
Bet. You know how that is.
Well,
there it is.
Sound like Fleece Johnson.
Redneck Johnny, I was about to say. You sound like Redneck Johnny.
I don't know. I might have came up with a new persona to put on a fucking show.
I'm about to tell you, look. Kaz contrast out here.
Kaz monk ass out here.
Oh, you know what? The fucking torture
It's your
chamber
redneck
ain't
boys,
been
huh?
opened in a while.
Hey,
Kaz
bro.
monk ass out here.
Think it was a lot of torture. That the hangings. I think that's why we ain't had nobody.
What you think the call was
we
like?
had nobody to bring.
You know what I want to know? What you think the call was like between the fucking sheriff, the black dude, and the people that reported this shit?
I know.
What you fucking
Go
think
ahead,
they
Pete.
were saying?
And you know what? I think we ought to hear the actual audio calls. Because you know those calls supposed to be recorded.
Yeah, that's supposed to be.
Release that shit.
Start playing that.
I want to hear that shit. Yeah, got another one. He was in there fighting with the other niggers. Or he was in there fighting with the white people. You know you can't fight white in Mississippi. And when?
Yeah, one of them hit him in the legs with the baseball bat.
Yeah. Dirty
motherfucker.
So after we just hung him on
slow talking
hung
and
him on a
everything.
chain just because get our boys on out the way.
They went on ahead and
so they won't think our boys did it.
See, look, yo, I tell you how to hang a nigger, not leave her bruised. I tell you how to leave that song bitch hang while I leading the bro. Ooh, that motherfucker talk crazy, yo. Boy. Dang. Hey, bro. That is some great. Hey, bro.
Since the rapper saying that.
Y'all got it on. Y'all got it on that one. That was some good shit right there. Y'all got it on that one, bro. Damn mother. Let's hear the audio and shit. Release everything. If that fucking autopsy come back when that man limbs and shit was broke, fellas, y'all heard the cousin. Cousin said that shit was totally opposite. Like I was telling y'all, cause that's the way I got the information. Cause say that shit ain't happen like that, child.
It happened like that.
That nigga say that man said he was broke the fuck up when they found him. And people say that man ain't had nothing on him. Wasn't nothing wrong with him. He was just found hanging.
I want to know why they go with like this. If you're the police chief, you shouldn't be scared to go see a dead body. You shouldn't be scared to touch a dead body.
Wait,
you
what?
should be one of the first people.
No, fuck him. Nah, he ain't gotta touch that.
No,
he ain't got to.
Versus being able to say, oh well, we just gotta roll with the reporter, with the coroner say, no, fuck that. Go in there.
No, you really gotta go. No. That all fall on whoever that first. It all falls on whoever that first officer is.
Yeah,
whoever that first
man, way
person
before
is
him, P. Come on, P.
scene.
Way before him, though. Because
Man,
think about this. Think about the nigga. Think about the little boy we just saw with the lacerations around his neck, though.
They call
that's just lacerations. Why they didn't say that about the dude who they know is dead that been hung by a tree?
Exactly. They don't want to say
look,
that.
P, they didn't even show the lacerations around the little dude neck like they showed around the little boy neck.
Nope.
Look what they doing. Look how they playing games with you, bro.
Video of them having to pull him down out of the fucking tree. They blurred that part out.
So that makes me believe this game's being played.
Yeah.
If Chopper show me a little boy,
because the fire department had to get the body down out of the tree.
That got hung, bruh, and they could show his lacerations because he lived versus somebody who got hung by something or by they standard or by they say
hung himself
by something way more seriously, hung himself, but not show the evidence that he actually did it. But the little boy is telling you that it was foul play, but y'all saying that there was horse playing.
Who plays like that?
In the bathroom, and he got hung up. He got
on the bathroom stall.
Got me feeling it.
Wait, first of all,
I'm losing control, and something got a hold of me. I just want to hang. I just want to hang, motherfucker.
Man,
on beat
to stand on a toilet to be hung up on a door stall hook.
Tell me anything.
Somebody hung that little boy up there.
Hey, we know that, but that's why I'm trying to get past that. I'm trying to tell you that. I know, but listen to what I'm saying. And look, we already got that together. That's what I'm saying. We already got all that information. Why would they tell you something different when you know you got information on something when somebody actually died in? That was supposed to be way more serious. How you don't have the same amount of evidence or even more? How? You see what I'm saying now, Pete? They don't look the little boy shit. He's actually survived and shit. Y'all have more evidence on that case than this one, and he gone, bruh. The fuck? See how they do you?
Once again, I'ma say it. I'ma say it
nice
and loud for the people in the back.
Boy. So we gonna end it off, bro, with our final statements with this one, bro. Go ahead, P.
This for the people in the back. Get yourself some guns, and if white people coming up on you and you think your life is in danger, shoot them. Shoot them. I'm not talking for all white people. Not all white people. I'm talking about the ones that look like they mean you some harm. You know what I'm saying? Even though in this day and age you don't have no way of knowing who really mean you good or not. But if you feel like somebody coming to take your life and you got something that could help preserve it, use it. I'm not saying go out there and start no fight with nobody or try to jug a person up or none of that other shit. Cause that would be me saying that would be inciting a race war, and I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to tell you, just protect yourself, keep your eyes open. You know, don't let nobody you don't know just come walking up on you, cause you don't know who else lurking in the bushes around there in the pickleball courts. You know
In the
what I'm saying?
pickleball court. Wow.
You know what I'm saying? Like we
Damn.
don't know. You don't know no more, bro. I'm telling you, they got all kind of weird old motherfuckers walking around this earth, and
On the pickleball court, though?
On the
The man got
pickleball
hung
court.
by the pickleball court. At the pickleball court. At the pickleball court.
You know, we
They gonna make a
really
bounce
gotta
song
start,
about it, chap. Don't worry about it. It's coming.
like, cause
Black Lives
I'm
Matter.
like this here.
Oh, and I wanted to say that shit too. I'm sorry, Peter. Why it was on my mind, bro. I'm
Wait,
so sorry.
I didn't see it. I didn't
I'm
see it
so
again, sir.
sorry, bro. Damn. I'm sorry, Peter. I'm sorry. I didn't want to interrupt you, bro. I didn't, dog. But son,
Go
why
ahead and
these
teach me why
goddamn
sensei.
people is making? Why y'all making it seem like y'all was not making fun of fucking George Floyd with the thing on his neck, or Trayvon Martin, or whoever the fuck black and died? Y'all firing people and shit.
Skittles and iced tea and all this shit. Yeah, chap. I remember. I know exactly
Y'all
what you're talking about.
firing people and shit. Cause you bitches.
The niggas showing up with paper mache heads and saying they Charles Kirk and
So,
shit.
oh, and
Hey,
this is
man.
another thing. This is another thing. So
You
we
read what
supposed
you
to
so.
think y'all
Charles
ain't
Kirk did
racist
have a
because
big
y'all
head,
firing
bro.
white people, huh? We ain't supposed to think y'all racist now.
Uh-oh.
Cause it's white people.
Holy shit.
Damn. I was too early. My bad. But yeah, I think that's all I had, bro. Cause they've been sticking with me. Cause they keep on jabbing me in
You
my
got the
head with
heartbeat,
that.
chap. You got the heartbeat. You
Like what? Hold on.
I thought you was about to say what a Black Lives Matter people. That's just,
Oh,
you know,
fuck
another
them.
black
We know
man.
where they at. They lost. They lost all their money.
I'm just
They
saying.
lost all their money.
Black Lives was such a very, you know,
Oh, we figured that shit out when Trayvon
all
Martin
that
died.
shit. Yeah,
huh?
I'm saying,
We
where
been on
they
their
at?
neck. Oh, we
You
yeah,
know,
Yeah.
definitely been on their neck.
they still was floating around when George
And why
Floyd
we don't
died.
talk about this?
Breonna
Hell
Taylor and
no.
Unless
all that.
No.
What the fuck Black Lives Matter at now? We got another one. Like, come on. Where
after that
y'all
Sue
at?
shit, we ain't seen him.
You ain't gonna see him. Know why? Because the shit was a scam. The dude who really started the Black Lives Matter movement, y'all moved him out the way and took his shit over. But
Yeah,
y'all don't
where
want to
is
talk
he
about that.
anyway?
They
Where
got
the
that
fuck
man
is
thrown
he?
in jail. They got that man thrown in jail.
I gotta look for Ron because I haven't seen nothing. His shit is totally scrubbed, Pete. I tried to look for him like a year ago, and I
Man,
didn't
they
find
scrubbed
nothing on
everything
him,
related
brother.
to that boy from
So
Black Lives Matter, man.
no, not even just
Little
from Black
red
Lives
black
Matter. I'm
dude.
talking. I'm talking about period. Be like the dude I'm talking about. He had
Oh,
dreads in his
you
head,
can't
bro.
find nothing going
Yeah,
on. Like,
the dude who started
well,
yeah,
see,
bro. When that
yeah,
stuff first happened with M. Brown and all that, like Brown is
gone.
scrubbed from the internet. That's what I'm saying. He's scrubbed from the internet, and you can't find nothing on him. So that was weird to me. That's all. That's why I said that, just to let you know that I was talking.
That's highly
Yeah, back to your
interesting right
final words though. Anything else you know?
yeah, so
Any other topic or?
what I had for in other news, man. Like for real, we definitely gotta start looking at our politicians too, and holding them accountable for their role in a lot of the things that's been happening in our communities and in our governments and stuff like that. Because deep down inside, we put you all up there because y'all talk a good game. Now, if you could talk that game, if you could talk that talk, walk that walk, or get your ass out of politics. You know what I'm saying? That and that's just me with the politics stuff. Your end of the news side, I gotta see. You don't want nobody schooling your goofy ass out there in the streets, making you look like a fool. Go sit your ass down. And again, people, there is no such thing as an expectation of privacy while you're out in the public. If you in the public, no matter what the fuck you doing, and somebody recording, just wave at the camera, say hi, go on about your motherfucking business. Because you don't have no expectation of privacy. And the only reason I
They
feel
gonna
like
have laws
motherfuckers be
against
feeling
that shit coming up.
I be feeling like motherfuckers be wanting to have the expectations of privacy while they out in public because they doing something they ain't got no fucking business doing. And that's I'm gonna leave it at that. I pass the torch.
That's Chavo, wish you could have saw that one too, bro. And then he was hitting it boy with them laws and shit, bro. He taught him a good valuable lesson out there when it comes to
in his feelings like a motherfucker.
it was definitely a good one. I wish you would have saw that one, dog. Like he had him right, son. You would have been looking at that motherfucker crazy too. I ain't gonna lie. He had him down right, so he you know what the fuck was going on. But go ahead, Chop. Final thoughts, brother.
I won't send my prayers out to that 7-year-old family, bro, because I know he really gonna be traumatized behind that.
Yeah, I'm with you with that one too. Blessings to the people.
Definitely want to send my prayers out to the people that got hung through that lost their lives, and I just want people to stay focused on
speedy recovery till they're around too.
Yeah, that too, and I want people to stay focused on what's going on and don't try to make it a race war or something like that to where people really be out here on some shit because y'all they got a lot of people that's behind people, and once you get the people riled up, we was talking about the city council and the mayor or whatever, and how the people have so much power to the point where if they want something to be stopped, that's just like, say for instance, down here in New Orleans. They was talking about the second line shit and stopping them dudes from doing shit, making them pay that big ass tax and shit. When people went and told the city council that shit, when people was second line damn near every fucking week, anywhere they could second line that, they was second line or whatever. And they shut that shit down immediately because that's something that if you rile the people up like that, boy, they gonna get on your ass, boy. They got your ass up.
Did you see the white pagan? Did you see the white pagan second lines now? The white people getting their little pagan.
Mm-hmm.
What, Pete? What I said wrong, Pete? What happened, bro?
You ain't saying nothing. No lie told, bro. But again, that's what happened. But look, guess what?
What?
That goes to what I said earlier.
So
about
we can do it, but they can't. What's going on?
That's how I do. You let people in your shit.
You can't keep letting motherfuckers in your shit. You can't keep letting motherfuckers in your shit.
Y'all got excuse silent for laughing. I am the jokester of the panel.
Wanting to take over our second line culture.
It's gonna make sense later.
We originated this. No, the fuck you did. And at that
I
point,
told you, I put that on the Instagram and shit. I said, hey, bro, that's a pagan. It's a pagan. That's a pagan march. They don't know the damn second line. The pagans been doing that shit. But if people don't know history, then they don't understand how they could use your culture to celebrate their own. I'm gonna say that one more time.
That shit is weird.
You don't know that they can take your culture and use it to celebrate their own.
But the problem is they don't
yes, they do. I just told you what it is. It's pagan.
Oh, they got one.
How far pagan go back, Peter? Stop listening to what your brother telling you and stop just saying shit.
A culture of thievery.
I just told you what it was, P. Stop making up shit. Pagan. Remember what pagan is. What their pagan beliefs is.
God believes.
This goes into Halloween, Christmas, and all that stuff we've been talking about on this podcast, P. Pagans, but this is what they believe in, brother. Why you think they have parades, stuff with Rex in the morning? We talked about all this.
We ain't never used to
they love to be
like
worshipped. They love to be worshipped. Ours was for celebration. Theirs is for worship. They want to feel like gods. We are the people of God. That was the difference when we marched versus when they marched. You see what I'm saying?
Nam-myoho-renge-kyo.
Pagan, you hear me? Pagan, nigga. They been marching with mistletoe on their head, dancing and shit. But they dancing, they had them drums and that motherfucking beat and that rocker with it and praising God with it. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro. We celebrated the dead for a whole nother reason. But they're not gonna tell you that because it's supposed to blend in with their shit. That's why. And shout out to DD504, man, for bringing us that on the page. Y'all saw that shit? They had their own little second line, fellas. Y'all saw that shit?
Yeah, bro. They always do it to us.
That was
always
they
do it
had
to
their
us.
old garments on and everything. Y'all seen them with the leaves in their hair and everything. Did y'all see them? They had the leaves. Come on, we don't wear leaves in our hair. Y'all know that. We wear feathers and other things. They do the leaves and the mistletoe. Take about look. They was really representing. I don't think people caught on. I think people were so worried about them stealing that they wasn't paying attention to them celebrating their own history of thievery.
They gotta stop
paying attention. Because now they have the right to do it. Why? Because we fought so hard to have the right to do it, huh?
Pay attention. Attention. Pay attention.
Shit. That's called backdoor. That's how you backdoor a nigga. Ain't that what they call it in the street, chat?
Stupid ass.
That's how you backdoor a nigga. In politics, though. I'm telling y'all, man, we got to start thinking a little, you know what I'm saying, to have a little 3 steps ahead of this shit, though, when it comes to this shit. And these people is just inching little bullshit in there and just making it seem like it's cool for them, but it ain't for us. But then when we see them do it, we can't tell them nothing. We can't say 2 words.
And what's crazy is
we gotta let them rock out. Why? See?
I'm like this.
Nah, go ahead.
You gonna set up police blockades and block off blocks and stop traffic.
It is.
You can only do this and you can only do that, and then you gotta shut the shit down by a certain time. Do that same shit with them white folks when they do it.
Ain't nobody showing up like that for they shit. So look, they just let them
It's gonna be
walk
easy,
down the street and they let potatoes
walk down the street. That shit gonna be over before it starts.
Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, nigga.
But you gonna wait.
I'm telling you how it rock. I know what you're saying, OP, but I'm telling you how it's different.
Same shit for the white folks.
We way more popular than white folk. You know that.
Wow. I know that, bro. Let's DEI this shit.
You can't say because we're more popular. We bring more attention. We bring more drama. We bring more of this because it is actually a thing down here for us to do it. So when they doing it, they look like the copycats they are. But there's actual real history behind them doing it any fucking way, which we don't know about. You see, that's what I'm telling you. There's this hidden history behind why they doing the way the fuck they doing it and why they doing it. You know, we always want to look at it like they copycatting us, but a lot of shit is for their own reasons. They're just doing it in the faction of what we do because it looks like something that's okay or something that we've been doing, so we can hide it. For instance, a lot of the old African shit, right? They say this to this day. They'll tell you about voodoo, the history of voodoo. I don't think it's the full history with voodoo and hoodoo. They'll tell you that these people was praising some other shit, but they was actually hiding it in the Catholic living, because if you didn't believe in Catholic at the time, they would kill you and all that shit. So they would practice their voodoo in the Catholic angels that they had for them. Like Saint Michael was for somebody and they voodoo. You see what I'm saying? They would hide it inside of their religion. They would play it off basically so they wouldn't get killed. they would admit that they are Catholic, but still actually practicing voodoo. A lot of Satanists and pagans did this too, Peter, when it came up to being Christian. Feel me? Think about it. A lot of these people were playing Christian, but were actually pagans and Satanists, and coming in the name of God, but doing shit by the name of, Satan or whoever, pagan god that they believe in. A lot of them had deer horns and all kind of shit. So, fuck, frogs and shit, all kind of shit. I'm just saying, bro. That's just what what they believed in. But you can't take from away from them not actually infiltrating by believing in something else and knowing fucking well they not believing in what they believed in. They hid. You see what I'm saying? They hid behind certain shit too. So shit gets deep, my brother. Me brother. Shit get deep, my brother. Man, great conversation, fellas. Peter, that was all you had to. I'm sorry, but that's all you had to say with your final statement.
Oh yeah.
That's all
okay.
I had.
Okay, child. That was sound, people. Well, we gonna end this one off. My little final statements. I would say, man, my brother touched on a lot of stuff tonight, y'all. So I'm my final statement. I just hope y'all, soaked in a lot of the different opinions about what could have possibly happened in all these situations, y'all. Like, we really, bounced a lot of scenarios off each other head right now. So y'all don't be surprised when stuff come out and y'all be like, damn, Blood Talk, no, them boys was just that did. So, y'all stay tuned. And, I appreciate my dogs and I appreciate people for listening. So y'all keep the party going, man. Like, comment, subscribe. I posted some stuff on YouTube and stuff. I'm still getting used to the TikTok. I'm gonna start posting stuff on that one too. Just idle stuff, you know what I'm saying? My dogs always welcome to post whenever they want post, man. We gonna start posting more on that. But
yeah, definitely.
That's about it, man. Yeah, that's about it for the night, y'all. I would definitely let y'all know Saturday if I'm doing something Sunday. So, for people who just still tuned in and still rocking, and for the panel, you know what I'm saying? We gonna rock like that, fellas. I'm not gonna hit y'all with a curveball. I'm definitely gonna let y'all know, because they had this thing about this dude named David. He was this singer. Day 4. I don't know if y'all heard about it. You heard about it?
No.
Yeah,
Oh, Chop, you
man,
ain't hear about it? Go.
That boy.
Okay,
I'ma
I
go
might
look it
talk
up, though.
about that, fellas. So he, it got underage in it. It got sacrifice. He's a singer. Yeah, Chop, it's all left.
Dismemberments
On
and
some,
all kind of shit.
it's all left, Chop. Like, just go
This
look at the
nigga
name
is a
of it.
walking fucking
Dave.
horror story
It's
right
Dave, but the A spelled with a 4. David.
Okay.
It's David, but it's spelled with the 4. And all this just happened because the police said, nah, nigga, come back, because he thought he got away with it and everything. But if anything, we'll talk about that, and I'll let y'all know, said it. Backdrop. Oh.
Yeah, my bad. That was me.
Nah, but without further ado, fellas, we gonna end it off like that, man. Definitely, I appreciate my dogs coming through the bitch. Ring the motherfucking alarm. Ring the alarm. Appreciate y'all, fellas. Great show. Shout out to my dogs, man. Y'all know how we do in this motherfucker.
Yep.
I am Silent Child 17.
P dot on the spot.
Got tracks in the building.
Hey, bro, and we gonna see you when we see you. Peace.